Exactly. Week 3 of FML. Once again, 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. We got Joggel on the bottom right-hand side. Played random, but now dropped as undead. Bottom left-hand side, Rulaz, our co-caster. And second place in FML currently after 2 play days. Playing human. Upper left-hand side, the most famous one-on-one player of the bunch is Wiz from France, and our W3 champion back-to-back champion Lelu as a stand-in upper right. Boys, tell me everything about the players, about the map, about the matchups. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think very even matchups here. Micro-wise, certainly Wiz the strongest, but Rulaz and I would say Rulaz and Joggel second strongest, and Lelu probably the weakest, but Lelu definitely the best player here to survive late game and to be prepared for a base race, which I know Rulaz and Joggel can, and also Wiz I saw played some nice base race endings, but I would say like everyone can take this win. And race-wise, like the two elves definitely, I would say, in a good spot here. It's a great map for elf. I think human can also shine here. Yeah, you got a shredder next to your main base, so that's good. You have your first expansion quite secure, so not that easy to reach it. And then the second expo here on those central positions. Usually you go for a clockwise expo here, and then of course there's always a risk on a map like this that if you expand clockwise and you fight the enemy into that direction, that it gets killed quite early if you're unlucky, and then you're one expo behind, and that is often the reason why like you can lose a one-on-one pretty quickly on a map like this. But still, yeah, many players prefer it.
And I would say interesting right off the bat is that Rulaz went for Archmage, because he almost always goes for Alchemist, big Alchemist fan.
Yeah.
So maybe he prepared something else for this game. He usually likes to go for big hero kills and early aggression. With Archmage, maybe not so much, maybe more of a creeping route. And
yeah. And I used to play Dark, like even like I was always a Tinker player, but on this map I love to play Dark Ranger because it's so powerful to creep all these nodes, and you can go kill some of the red spots in the center with skeletons pretty early on.
Yeah, they're not particularly hard.
Yeah, and maybe Lelu did not prepare really for this match, but I don't like that he's going for the Engine of War creep here at this expo. I think he should have. It's much nicer, I feel, to have your Engine of War here and then walk it to the center to have it for the red spots, because everything else can be crept with archers and treants here. And Wiz is almost losing his Engine of War here.
Yeah, he also got it cancelled in the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that quickly. Build it a bit too closely, or too close to that creep spot. And yeah, we see Joggel here going for the expo right away, which I personally prefer that over what Wiz is doing. Like, you see all the players are basically taking their expos as the first creep camp, except Wiz. And I personally think it's like the advantage. Like, look at how long it took Wiz to creep those two creep spots here in the north, and that's like basically I would say 1.5 minutes that he will get his first expo later than the others, and that can be a big disadvantage in those first engagements. So I personally, unless you only have one hero, if you have archers and the ability to creep it, like you want to get your first expo either as the first creep or like you want to get it very, very early on.
Yeah, definitely. You want to be able to afford all the techs and the shredder and also like the buildings you need, so definitely.
Yeah, and we have portals here on this map, something we haven't mentioned yet. Usually we have, unless this is... Ooh, this is... Is this the... Damn it, it's not the version I thought it is, but who knows. It's...
Empty promises.
Yeah, I know. Usually, like in the initial version, you had like a portal here and here that let you like cross map basically. So you were able to fight cross map more easily. Here we have like an open path to the center, which I don't think is like it's bad. I just thought it's another version.
This version is definitely better for human then, especially with an Archmage.
Yeah. I guess players may not have realized yet, so we'll see. But yeah, so far everyone seems to go for the for the clockwise expansion nicely.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, looks
Also,
fairly so far.
Yeah,
Oh,
pardon,
sorry.
Neil.
No, go ahead. I was just about to sum up.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask HighTac if you think Lelu went keeper just because he's subbing the game, so he doesn't want to be too menacing with his famous thinker.
No, he played it in his previous matches also,
Yeah.
and 2 of the matches he likes to play. I expected him to go Firelord, honestly, to be honest, because that's like his signature hero in the last couple of weeks. But we saw him playing Keeper first in a lot of matches and then go for Panda second and Priestess third, I think. He often plays.
Yeah, the classic combo.
Yeah, classic, but usually you would play, like, originally it was always with Panda first because you want to get the Panda to high level. Like, I guess it's a trade-off. With Keeper, obviously, you can creep way better, but, I mean, Keeper... Yeah, you want your Panda on level 5 ASAP.
Oh, and look at that, you call the Fire Lord and there he goes.
Nice, here we go. So yeah, I love to see it.
Is he actually good, or is it just a meme?
I mean, you can make it work because especially as Elf, if you have enough hero, if you have enough gold and you play it, like you play a very strategical game, you want to have air superiority anyways. So it doesn't matter too much, but of course if you fight like mass hippos against mass Gargs, it's a huge disadvantage to not have AoE. Let's see what he's going for third, but it's definitely, I personally, I hate it. Like there's, it can be fun, I guess, and nice, but it's not a great combo.
The Volcano got really buffed though. That's one thing I can say for it.
Yeah.
You can demolish a base in 10 seconds with it, but otherwise definitely underwhelming.
But it still hits your own units, right? I haven't seen a Volcano in years.
Oh no, it doesn't. They actually updated it so it doesn't.
Okay.
So
I thought it's still stunning your own heroes, your own units.
I don't think so, but I'm not too sure, but I really think it doesn't. Maybe we'll get to see it.
And will we see a creep jack here? No, okay, he's not attacking, and that's always like the typical competitive FFA scenario or scene here, right? That you have elf heroes full HP walking past one low HP DK and not attacking him. But it just wouldn't make sense for Lelu to attack the DK here because he would just TP and then he would be forced into that one-on-one, which ideally he doesn't want to get attacked early because he would lose his expo. And yeah, we see here Rulaz being a bit behind. I think he's the only one. Oh no, sorry, Blue has gotten a mid creep here, so Blue wants to get the 4th creep spot.
It's surprising that Wiz even lets him, because they're cross map, and
yeah, he would.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, he is in good mood, he says. That's something, yeah, against like those underwhelming... oh, look at the undead units here.
Yeah.
How much damage they take from those...
the normal damage of the goblins.
Yeah, it's so much damage, it's crazy. And I don't think he can creep it with level 1 Lich and without DK mana. I think he will
has
not.
some mana potions, but will be costly to creep it if he wants
Yeah,
it.
he needs to wait for a bit, so he's a bit slow here.
That was really surprising, because Wiz would have like level 5 Tinker, level 3 Panda from the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the vast majority of players in this situation would have just started to creep it. And then, I mean, you're still at risk against Lich that you lose it against Nova. So, yeah.
What's the items dropping in the middle, by the way? Oh, it's Cloak of Flames, so could be good auras there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's by far the best item drop on the map.
So Rulaz went for Panda as well. Usually he plays Alchemist and Mountain King, so he completely changed his usual combo.
Yeah. Also interesting to see Hood of Cunning, not what he was hoping for.
I would say against Elf, the Panda should be better in the air fights, but against Undead, he could really suffer without the Mountain King. Because there's no way to stop the Undead kiting without the Mountain King, usually.
Yeah, I mean you're more of a human expert than I am, but I always hear like Nox to my ears, and he's arguably the best human player of all times, and maybe with HTRT one of the two best, and he is praising Panda second so much, and he is also playing it most of the time. So I think it's
depends
pretty
on the
even.
play style.
Yeah, I think it's pretty even, really. I mean, I always I always see humans late game running around and not being able to stun stuff. That's like horrible, I guess. But early on, like you win fights.
Yeah,
so
of course, in
easily
fights it's much stronger, and the ultimate is very good as well.
Yeah.
But the problem is, since Undead can deal with mechanical units now, they can really just use their aura to a great extent and just kite for eternity, and with the Panda it's really hard to catch up. So the only way to beat Undead with the Panda is mass TP their base and destroy it with sheer force, where they have to defend and they can't kite anymore. But
I agree with
it's tricky. It's tricky to do.
I enjoy it seems to be much more easy usually with MK if you survive like the first few fights. And I mean that's sometimes why some of the human players like Neutron goes for like the early push, right? So if you go for an early rifle push, you usually like win the engagement.
Yeah.
And that's always the risk, right? Like if someone attacks Rulaz now with like bears and stuff, if Wiz would not walk east here but would walk south, Rulaz may have a hard time to defend this, despite going for Griffins or Dragonhawk. Why is he going for Dragonhawks?
By the way, Wiz seems to be on the move now, and Joggel at the same time attacks Lelo. That will be tricky for him.
2-on-1.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wiz is... Wiz seems... I don't understand Wiz's decision here, because he is exposing his expo if he's attacking Lelu. Maybe he's just going for the shop to go get a pendant. That's like the alternative.
Okay, but one expo down, only one to go, and Wiz just going forward. He's not stopping.
Yeah, that's what we mentioned, right? I mean, Lelu, I'm not sure if he could have prevented it, but he did not scout well, I think. And on this map, you have to usually you have to defend your expo unless you're like so far behind. But he didn't do it because he was a bit too late on the production, and now he's one expo behind.
Yeah.
And now, oh, interesting. Now Joggel is going the other way. That we see that very rarely. So now, like, full confusion, and now, of course, Rulaz doesn't know who to fight.
Yeah, but he already pumped, so he should be looking for a fight now, because he's not on 50 anymore.
Yeah.
It looks very similar on all sides. Everybody's going to 80 at the same time.
Yeah, this is what happens so often if you have this confusion. Now Joggel continues to go on Lelu, but Rulaz thought that Joggel would stop going on Lelu, and now Rulaz attacked Joggel, and now this is attacking Rulaz.
Yeah, but he has the Blizzard Breath of Fire. If he repositions, could be a good fight for him against that ground army of the Undead.
Okay, Chunk and Haze Breath, but maybe a little bit too much. Pretty good items to fight against that, especially Rune Braces. Didn't even see the first coil arrive there.
And now they are accidentally teaming just for a second, but luckily for Rulaz, Lelu is approaching.
Yeah. Pretty nice.
Stuff.
Look at that, the three-way fight.
And Lelu is on Wiz as well.
Yeah, so everyone fouled everyone within like first 2 minutes.
Look at these rockets and Breath of Fire, they just massacred the whole Undead ground.
Love it.
Yeah, now, I mean, basically Wiz protected Rulaz now, and now Wiz... I'm not sure why Wiz did not TP instantly to his expo instead of, like... I'm not sure what happened there, but Lelu wants to fight because...
A player's forces are under attack.
Of course, if you pump units, you just want to take the fight.
Yeah.
A town is under siege.
And now, they are meeting in the middle to get a fight. So friendly agreement here. We'll see if anyone takes a foreign expo here. But 2 fights probably. One in the south breaking out now, and yeah, I don't think the Undead can easily fight this anymore without mana on the Dreadlord.
He got the short stick in that because he is on very low gold. and his expansion isn't mining practically now as well. So
Yeah.
he kind of has to not lose this fight at least to stay relevant for now.
And 2 fights now at the same time. One in the north, pretty even, I would say. Is it? Ground superiority for Lelu, but
Yeah, Lelu is actually winning on supply right now
yeah.
because
The
he
air-
managed to cyclone the heroes.
Yeah, and I mean, Wiz was focusing a lot on hippos, but there wasn't that much air for Lelu in the first place. And now Wiz losing the Panda before TPing out, while in the south it seems Rulaz is gaining control here and killing that Expo.
Yeah, the Blizzard in that choke is very powerful.
Town is under siege.
But Lelu is also great in Elf against Elf. He knows what army to make, and this Dryad Bear Talons is very strong against normal Chippo. Because the Dryads are practically invincible.
It's pretty crazy to see Cyclone against Night Elf. Very, very unusual if you just watch one-on-one.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because the Dryads, most Night Elves that don't know FFA that well, they don't make a lot of Dryads, but Wiz already skipped to make some, so he should be able to deal with the Cyclones now.
Yeah, also Talon and FFA, very strong addition, but also Fairy Dragons, right? I mean, Fairy Dragons are usually in one-on-one. Let's focus on the fight first.
Yes.
But
Village is in danger, is being attacked, but
yeah, Joggel is diving deep here
Yeah.
to kill off those Griffins, but he's successfully doing that, so great job by him here.
he
And-
burned a big mana potion on the DK, by the way.
Yeah, but I think totally worth it. I mean,
Yeah, he will hold this now at the very least.
ooh, nice burrow.
Good staff as well from Rulaz.
Rulaz has no TP, is worth mentioning as well.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
A town is under siege.
But Joggel probably didn't notice. Otherwise, I'd say he would just go for the Archmage and try to kill him.
And Wiz already
Whoops.
maybe not in such a good mood anymore here.
Yeah, the wild dog is getting a beating here.
Tinker is surrounded. Has to TP home. But the Chimera's coming in now, maybe with good focus on the bears, he could still hold this. He needs to start the rockets, he still has full mana, he needs to use it before
And
it's
this
too late.
he's continuing to pump hippos, and that's like this is what I was about to mention. Like, if you want to use your Ancient of Winds in this situation against Drives, you need like just mass Fairy Dragons.
Yeah.
Because they are immune to magic. So like when in doubt, like pump Fairy Dragons because they are quite easy to kill, I would say.
Tinker
And-
is entangled without TP, he's probably going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The panda died for the second time as well.
Yeah.
Not too great for Wiz. Chimera down as well. This Tri-Hero Night Elf combo with the triple orb, just way too strong.
Yeah, that's true, they have good range right click.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's tricky to counter this, but yeah, Fairy Dragons would have been much better. Like with Fairy Dragons, I think he could have killed a few Dryads here, because Fairy Dragons are great against Dryads. So yeah.
They agreed to peace, and in the bottom there is a big fight, and Rulaz used his level 3 Blizzard really well. Finished to kill the Dreadlord.
Dreadlord that here.
Oh, he has a
And look
mana
at all those
potion.
speeds.
Oh yeah.
The panda. Oh, nice split by Joggel though.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was sick, Micro.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rulaz uses. Yeah, he uses a
Okay.
reveal on his Arcane Towers. Really OP, by the way. I advise everyone who tries FFA to research that Sentry Vision. Very
Don't
good
do it.
upgrade.
Don't do it.
Like, I really
I'll-
don't get why it's not used more in one-on-one as well.
Yeah, it's so cheap, and the free scans are really amazing.
Yeah.
Because imagine you buy one dust, and that's practically the upgrade paid
Exactly.
for.
Yep. Totally
Thank
with
you,
you.
Leo.
Thank you for understanding me. I feel like there's a friendship in the work here. Not between Rulaz and Joggel though. Expansion down.
And we see in the north here, Lelu just built that expo, and he's trying. I mean, at first I thought that Lelu would piece because he's the sub in this match,
Yeah,
so
but-
maybe he doesn't want to kill him. But also, I mean, that's sometimes what you can do if you are in a dominant position. You can just take your enemy's expo and just hoard a bit, keep the enemy like alive, but you avoid if Lelu finishes off Wits here, then of course they would piece on the southern side here. So right now he can just keep him in game. They will probably continue to fight, and he can get a bit of gold. But it can be a bit of a risky move, but he has nothing to lose, I guess.
Yeah. He maybe also wants to get some more experience of Wiz, but it could be dangerous because the Tinker is going to level 6.
Yeah.
And then you can't Cyclone him anymore. But with the Dryad army, you're pretty good against Tinker.
Yeah, and that's like the typical dilemma for Elf, right? In this situation, he's
Players'
pumping
forces are
chimeras,
under
but
attack.
I don't really see him getting done. Like, even those, how many Dryads is it? Like 6 Dryads? With those heroes that can attack air.
Yep.
It's like your chimeras will die in a second, so...
And the Hippos are just dead supply.
Exactly, that's why, like, either you transition to ground, which he can't really because he has only 1 Ancient of Lore. I guess he can over time. Or you go like, you mix in Fairy Dragons against the Dryads, can also be pretty nice. But you need a lot of them. I guess you would need like 10 of them to make it
The
work.
real big brain move would be to go Glade Throwers here, actually.
Are under attack.
But I don't think he would realize.
Yeah, it's hard to keep them alive also, but yeah, true, can be good. I mean, there was a phase where sometimes we saw Glaive Throwers in FFA also, but I mean, they just suck, and they...
Yeah. Because this map has amazing choke points for them, and if you can put the Tinker and Panda in front, theoretically you could keep them alive, but probably not something unit that you think about.
Yeah, and potentially another fight here in the south. I'm like, they both don't want to fight. Like, of course, the Undead doesn't really want to fight under Blizzard, and the human needs to be careful here to not expose his casters.
I like this one Abomination. It's very good against Breakers, because the Disease Cloud over time will really damage them.
Ooh, the Panda!
Nice.
Steph was ready. Rulaz sleeping on the job.
Oh, maybe it's because his expansion got attacked. Maybe he was looking.
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
Could be.
Yeah, now I mean, Wiz is, it's an interesting call here. Sometimes if you're in Wiz position here, it can make sense to attack like another player that's fighting to force them to stop fighting, basically. So sometimes on the other side of the map, either they want to continue to fight or they just don't read chat. So in some cases you may want to, because like Wiz can't really fight Lelu here, so he's just going to the south and make them read.
Rulaz forgot to set a rally point. The 2 Griffins got suicided into the Undead army as well. Nice experience.
Yeah, and Wiz wants to like suicide Lelu here in this match, and he's on his way, he said. So he's on his way, but this will be a sad fight for him, I believe. Unless he, I don't know. I don't know. There's no chance he can win this here.
Yeah, not with the Hippos.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, what can he even attack? Basically nothing. Okay.
Yeah, keep my Phalanx, I guess.
Nice rocket though. And the Dryads are in the front, so if they die to the bears and the hero attacks...
Yeah, now
there's no chance.
he should focus. The Dryads were attacking the bear, so he really should attack the Chimera.
Now it's swinging already in Lelu's favor.
Yeah. What's he doing with his Dryads? It's really annoying. Now he's... Okay, now he uses them. Like,
Only 3 Chimeras left. Another one is falling shortly.
yeah, that's exactly what you need as a tome. Like, and he has 2 staffs ready and 1 involt, so...
Soon there's gonna be Tranquility.
Yeah.
There will be such massive value.
Lelu
nice
didn't really
follow.
lose much. A couple of bears in the front, but I guess that's to be expected and can be replaced soon if he even wants to.
Yeah, and he... Yeah, I mean... He has all mines filled, right? So he, of course, wants to stay on 8 supply. Now, yeah, now Joggel is... And that's the... Wiz played it well here. I mean, not so well from a fighting standpoint, but he did the right thing. So now he got the help he wanted, right? So here Joggel is now attacking Lelu. And Lelu potentially was a bit greedy with his expo here at the north. And that's what you get if you try to exploit the weakness of your direct enemy. In some cases it can backfire and will only weaken you longer. So I would say, generally speaking, unless you like, it's usually tricky to kill. Like, if you have the chance to kill someone within the first 2 minutes of a fight, that's usually a bad call. So you don't want to kill someone too quickly. But here I think he should have continued on to go on Wiz and finished him off, because now I think he will be weakened for some time.
Yeah, as long as he keeps the expansion of Wiz, it's gonna be fine, but if he loses it, he could get into trouble.
Yeah, but Tinker is 6 for Wiz,
Yeah.
so I don't think he will keep it for long. We'll see. Whisk
Yeah,
could
he-
also, yeah. Oh, this is a nice position though for
Yeah.
the AoE.
The rocket's
Cyclone.
super sick. Cyclone was nice, but only for so long. Waiting for the Drunken Ace Breath of Fire. Not yet though, but the rocket just do this alone. Holy smokes.
Yeah, but the Talons are getting killed and the Chimeras are also dying, so now it's basically heroes against heroes and riots.
Bye,
And
And
Panda.
again,
yeah.
Cyclone is massive value. All those bears were virtually useless supply. 16 supply in the air the whole fight.
Ooh, and almost, I think, out of range of the TP the keeper was. Yeah, now Joggel is attacking here, so basically Lelu is either forced to convince Joggel to stop or needs to piece with this in order to face Joggel here. So yeah, this is... Yeah,
It's pretty smart from Joggel because Lelu can't go and fight him at the moment.
Do you think
So
it's smart? I don't think it is. I think he should continue to fight Rulaz, because Rulaz is like super alive. So I don't think there was a reason to attack Ledo here. I think, like, as we always say, like you have no interest to save someone from dying in a 4-way, because there's absolutely no disadvantage for you if Wiz dies. So why
Yeah.
did you save him? And even if Lelu hoards like 15k gold in the meantime, you can still weaken him together with Rulaz. So I think that it wasn't the right call, and yeah, we'll
yeah,
see.
I would say he is not dying yet, so it's not like saving, and Lelu wouldn't retaliate, so it's practically just restricting gold from one player for no cost. So I think that would be okay, but the second point you brought
Yeah.
up is that he lost his own expansion, and that's definitely not worth it for that.
But is it really? I mean, the only you are killing one expo, but it's basically like Lelu builds it again right away, and
Yeah.
you're basically giving Rulaz time to get like the perfect army against you, and Rulaz is attacking here, probably
Yeah.
not going to deal that much damage, but I think it's a risky call by Joggel.
Nice sleep on the Archmage. The Panda is still there though, still doing massive damage with the Breath of Fire. Archmage is sleeping this whole fight so far.
Wake him up. Okay, there we go. We'll probably be slept soon again. There are quite some heal scrolls for Joggel. So the Blizzard maybe not doing too much. Worm's doing good damage too.
Yeah, the worms are pretty healthy still.
Yeah, and yeah, human needs to. Rulaz always TPing quite early, I feel, but maybe the best call to like not take any risks here.
Yeah, it would be really hard to nuke these units. So maybe he just didn't want to bother with it.
Do you think tanks was the right call if you only want to go for like an open fight and not kill buildings anyways?
I don't know, I think it's always nice to have 2 tanks around.
In the north here we have another fight, and this time I'm not sure why Lelu got like 3-4 hippos. Seems pretty useless to me. He's just feeding
Yeah,
his hippos.
he's just giving Wiz a use for his own hippos.
Exactly.
But nice anti-magic potion with the Tranquility. Was
Yeah.
running for the whole fight so far.
Yeah, and those bears are going to die. So I mean, fights are not going as badly as they did before.
Keeper is
this-
dying.
Just when I said it, people dying for Wiz, so this is turning... I mean, he should have TP'd out right away. Like, what's he doing here? Oh, nice kill.
Nice combo.
Another Dryad will definitely fall. No, it won't.
I mean,
Liar.
Wiz exactly on 50 supply now, but all of his, like, his natural expansion just went dry, so no more mines. So he...
Sad. The worst
Yes.
time to go into
Yeah.
no upkeep. There we go. Also, he lost a lot of heroes, so his levels aren't that great. It's like 6,
Yeah.
close to 5, 4.
And you
But
are
of course,
usually
we have
happy-
another fight
yeah.
in the south again. Dude, the fighting
Yeah.
never stops here today.
Yeah, it's a very fun match here, and
It's a great map as well for the fight.
yeah, for sure.
Careful. Okay, Pally is here.
Yeah, none of these players in the south seem to be able to break the other's main base, because like on the undead side, Live a bit too strong, and on the human side, like you can't really dive here into this choke.
Worms are dwindling slowly.
Yeah, he needs to pull back here.
Ah,
Do you feel
nice
he
call.
should add I don't know, I mean, probably... I always feel like a few gyros, if you micro them well, can still make some stuff work, because there are no... there are 2 fiends here, okay.
Yeah, against Worms they're amazing gyros.
Yeah,
The
that's
Riddler
fine.
didn't fight yet.
Yeah, and also it's basically like he's forced into carrion swarms, but then maybe he can lose fewer sleeps on your archmage. So I think it might be a good call to. I mean, he has Dragon Hawks, but I think adding some gyros could have been worth it here, I guess. And also,
We're only
like,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
300 XP away from the volcano. Will definitely happen this game, so
Let's
that's good.
go.
Yeah. Ruler wants to get to mass TP here. Undead, of course, Dreadlord level 6 is like what you really want to get. Makes Undead much, much stronger. And yeah, I would say, I mean, Wiz levels, I think, considering how bad his fights went early on, I think Wiz is in a okay spot, except like the gold. I think his heroes are fine, I would say, level-wise.
Yeah, with the level 16 crew you can always win, but I think what a more experienced FFA player would do would be try to stay under radar with the Tinker, because you have 1,000 gold, you can't really afford to spend anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's forcing TPs out of Lelu all the time here with just the Tinker, but yeah, as you say, I mean, like, what's he going to do? I mean, his best chance is to like get Lelu to stop attacking you, spread out some wisps, and yeah, he's getting a staff of TP here, so I guess wants to harass the main base a bit now, which he does.
But I don't think he wants to stop as well, he just wants to have some action going.
I think so too. Knowing Wiz a little bit, I think so too. Also, Lelo, how greedy is he? 2 bases, still 50 supply.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you can do. I mean, he has decent hero levels, and like it's so valuable on a map like this with just 8 expansions. It's so valuable to be like the only player that gets like 1 more than anyone else. So you really want to exploit that gold mine as much as you can. And yeah, now piecing is, I think it's a tricky call because he wants to keep that expo, but also I think he realizes that he can't hold it in the long run unless he's just camping now.
Like Elf has nothing against Tinker, you can't stop it. Like Orc has Ensnare and Human has Slow, and Undead has Frostworms, but Elf has just nothing.
Yeah, it's super. Like Tinker is so annoying unless you have like another Tinker. Like Tinker against Tinker is fine. Like,
but it's annoying as well because you're still gonna lose our base. You're just gonna
get hits. It's annoying, but at least you can prevent him from staffing out, right?
You can annoy him back, I guess.
Yeah, and you can rocket his staff.
Both Rulaz and Joggel are close to some significant hero levels. Panda level 5 very soon. And Dreadlord is approaching as well. That's a huge power spike for the Undead.
Yeah, and Rulaz calling out Lelu here on 50 and is attacking him while he's still busy with Wiz in the north. So yeah, Lelu is, while having 8k gold, which is like great, but he's going to be under a lot of pressure here.
Got a target on his head now.
Yeah, for sure. That's always like the fun. Like Lorliot wrote me yesterday because he's, I think, after the match that he played yesterday, he's considering to stop playing FML.
What happened?
And I haven't seen the replay yet of the match, but I think he was attacked quite early on. And I think, I mean, he was a bit frustrated because he tried different playstyles, but I think he only tried both extremes so far. Either he went like Rambo from early on and fouled all game, and then he lost late game to someone with a lot of gold, or he stayed super passive and tried to hoard as much gold as he can. But I think he still needs to find like a way in the middle that works for him, where he like sometimes plays from a strong position and then like also learns how to play from a weaker spot. And I mean, that's always the hardest thing for like players that are used to like dominate all game in one-on-one. But I would really love to see him continue. So I hope I can talk him back into it.
Yeah, he's a reasonable guy. Sometimes a little emotional, especially after losses, but it hopefully won't take long until he's back.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I think he really likes FFA because he said he would quit after the Warcraft champion game.
Oh yeah.
So. And he's still back, so it's pretty addictive to play FFA.
Yeah,
never
it is,
take
it
too seriously in general.
Yeah, but we saw a lot of good one-on-one players play solo and play FFA, and then just like even getting into it, but then still like getting more and more frustrated over like some things and the fact that they will, as a strong player in FFA, especially if you're strong mechanically, you will always get teamed more
Yeah.
than someone who just sits, right, and stays back and just tries to port gold. So we saw that with the Muslim, I think it was 2 years ago, on ladder, when FFA first got to W3 champions, that he played he played quite well and he improved quickly, but still, like, he didn't like some of the toxicity on ladder, and also he got really frustrated, and I understand how that can happen to you if you get teamed basically in 2 out of 3 matches. But that's why, like, the most important thing I think as a strong player is to like learn how to play from a weak spot also. Like you need to control your temper and learn how to even potentially stay under the radar and play like a weak player for like a few minutes at least. And we have another fight here in the east. This time Lelu against Joggel, and this is a great fight for Lelu.
But he's getting attacked on the other side at the same time again.
Yeah, I mean, he's losing his expo as expected, and I mean, Wiz probably not too happy just seeing that expo with 2k gold left.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lelu got a lot of gold out of it.
But after dust settles, Lelu is still fine. He has the most gold still, so
yeah,
it's not the end of the world, I'd say.
Yeah, he's in a perfect position now. He's 90 supply, but has no expos right now, and even if he gives up the North expo, he can still like pretend to be like the nice guy to having given up that expo. But like 2k gold, and if you're mining that on 80, I mean, how much is it? Like 1.5k that you get out of it. So it's really not that much.
A player's forces are under attack.
This shade of Joggel in Lelu's base has been there forever. Not a single owl has spotted it yet. Yeah, I mean, and I want to say Rulaz has really good FFA sense that he immediately attacked Lelu as soon as he saw he was 50.
Yeah, Rulaz is playing this very well. Usually, I would say in this situation, like maybe 1 or 2 more fights, then it's like his biggest struggle is in those situations he has a tendency to sit a lot, and sometimes you need, if you have good levels, you need to like catch a window to make something happen and to finish one player, or to be mean to someone, to just go in. And in many matches that I saw him lose from a strong position, he just continued to sit in his main base, and at some point he was the only one with a main base, and then he got teamed down, and then he wasn't the strongest player in a base race. But also he played Alchemist most of the time. It's obviously a bit easier here with Mass TP.
Lelu doesn't want Wiz to keep this expansion. For sure, he doesn't want to give the Tinker any gold whatsoever. So he immediately went for the throat here. He's probably not gonna attempt to re-expand there himself, but he definitely won't allow anybody taking that.
Yeah, so that expo on the right here, Lelu's natural becomes very, very meaningful all of a sudden, because it's the only expo with a lot of gold still, I think. And yeah, now Lelu it's interesting because he was so strong, but he did not mine as much from this mine here, so he wants it back, of course, so I guess he may shift his attention to Joggel now.
Joggel really needs that gold.
Yeah, and he's going to be attacked from Rulaz potentially, which would be pretty bad here for him, because
because now it's level 5 Panda against level 4 Dreadlord.
Yeah, and level 4 Dreadlord is like, I mean, as soon as you are out of gold, which he basically is, it's so much harder to get like any XP, because you can't really convert gold into XP anymore. So getting the Dreadlord up to level 6 will be a huge pain for him, unless he can kite really well. I mean, he can't really get any XP from Lelu, so I guess he wants to get something, or he would have either he would have to attack Rulaz, or he could also try to fight with, but I guess you don't really want to in his position. I
have personal beef with Rulaz now because he sold the Cloak of Flames, I just noticed. How dare he?
He would have kept it?
No, I just think it's so cool how it looks.
Cool, you mean? Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I like it on the Paladin, but I know it's a bad item.
Oh, and DK exposed here on the right and behind the front line, but not being focused. Let's see if he's going to fight this.
Dreadlord completely in the back. It's quite dangerous. Okay, he managed to sneak him out of there.
Yeah, and also 2 Chimeras for getting webbed here. That would be welcome XP.
A really nice army composition for the elf.
Yeah, no way for the undead to fight this normally, but he's fighting this quite well if he doesn't lose a hero.
But the Dryads, they slow everything down, and he can pick off unit after unit.
Ooh,
Nice
and all the
cyclones.
cyclone here. And
But great dispel time though.
yeah,
I think Joggel should just TP.
and this is a welcome excuse now for Lelu to attack Joggel here, and I think he could even attack him into his main base. Like the DK is, there's no statue here to heal him. DK is super low.
Another Cyclone.
Dreadlord has it level 5, but against those Dryads, it's not really doing anything. The DK is extremely low, it's really dangerous for him. One entangle and he could be forced to TP or even die.
Yeah, and I don't like Lelu's move to focus the Necropolis here. I think it's totally useless there.
Ooh, DK.
Oh, but
Caught him on the other side. Focus! Staffed out though. Of course we know Lelu controls his army rather well. Still no level 6 Firelord.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like he killed so much. How is he not level 6 yet?
yeah, especially since Wiz got level 6, but I guess like Wiz only had like 1 hero alive for
Yep.
quite some time. But still, yeah, I would have expected a bit more XP on that Firelord also.
I really like that very entertaining elf army composition with 2 Chimeras, Talons, Dryads, and Mountain Giants.
Yeah, it
Even the
feels like
bear
it
for
is-
the roar.
It really has no real weakness, right?
I mean, the weakness is that you can't attack above 3s. So usually, like, because I don't like to go on, I don't like to like join a ground fight usually. So I usually try to stick to air units, chimeras, and on a map like this, you can stay above 3s very easily and kill buildings. So that's what gets really annoying with this kind of elf army. Because you just can't get it. You can't attack it, and without a panda, you don't even have AoE above, or AoE above the tree line.
Yeah, the mobility is the only weakness, but otherwise I think it's quite nice. And against human, it wouldn't be so strong maybe, because 2 mortars could shred this whole army.
I was about to say, like, he definitely doesn't want to fight Rulaz anytime soon. And Rulaz is attacking with here, interesting. They haven't found yet, really, I feel.
Yeah. I think Rulaz was tired of sitting.
Yeah. Good call here, I think, by him to attack Wiz, because that's like the best way, I guess, to get some XP here.
But the Tinker Panda is amazing against human.
My. Yeah, for a while it looked like Wiz is dead, but looking at the heroes now, he's all but dead. And still no level 6 Archmage.
Yeah, I bet he's just trying to get that. That's maybe why he attacked also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Wiz is almost no gold, but he's mining again.
He's mining again. 2000 still. Lelu was trying to mine on the right hand side. Okay, gets through.
That's nice from Wiz, because no way Lelu can stop that now, the mining. So he can get back to 2k at least.
Damn, how long are we in this game? It's still not a 3-way. Still everybody in. Still everybody's game to take.
Yeah. I think it's almost an hour, right? So maybe 50 minutes now, and it's probably 45 minutes, but still. Yeah, very action-packed game so far. I think it could slow down a bit once the players are... Like, I guess units will die over time here when they try to push into the main bases, and then, like, no player will have enough gold anymore to really get, like, to a full army. Like, everyone's basically down to his last army already. And, yeah, Hero Arena will be super interesting, because Wiz has the best heroes for base race by far. Of course, yeah, a human with mass TP could be very powerful, but also it's not that easy to pull off mass TP on this map, because you can't hide as many farms here easily, so would see.
Yeah, there's no islands on this.
Yeah. So I think Wiz is in a great spot here, honestly, and he's also playing like the weak one, and he has no wisps outside of his main base.
DK almost dying, but the dispels are really on point.
Wiz also helping a little bit. After the
Don't know
early
who he's
game.
helping, but
Still holds a grudge against Lelu, maybe?
Yeah, long distance mining here by those tiny peasants here, and he's using your invis.
Ooh.
I'm glad that it's called my invis. But the peasants also laboring for the Labor Day.
How much gold is there in that southern mine?
Yeah,
Okay,
560. If he got level 6, you can speed it up so much. Because you only need to go one way and then you can TP back with the peasants. Lelu again pushing, but he's losing gold fast.
Yeah. He had quite a big gold advantage, I think.
Burned through all of that.
Yeah, but I mean, he was down to 50 supply, and then like getting 100 supply army, like getting 50 supply can be quite expensive. So you waste like, or you burn through 4 to 5k super quickly. And also, I mean, he spent a lot of gold on TPs alone. I think he TP'd like 4 times to the north there, 1 time to the east. So I think he spent like 1.5k on TPs alone.
I think this is interesting because if a game is 3-way, it's usually more dynamic in this point of the game.
Yeah.
But in the 4-way, everyone's usually scared that they will be the first one out.
Exactly, and I mean, that's the risk of this. I mean, there's a bit of a risk for this to become like a bit of a stalemate for some time, because no one really wants to like risk being the first out, and so everyone's tempted to just sit back and yeah, and just wait for someone else to get attacked.
No one wants to make a move when you just have 2,000 gold.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think Wiz could potentially break this stalemate when he decides to go on Lelu again, for example.
It will happen. I'm pretty sure it will happen.
I quickly go for a walk with the dog and
Sure thing.
Yeah, sure.
be right back.
We have another fight coming in. Joggel also can't fight. He knows that's the last gold mine probably. Big gold mine.
Pulling back the worms over the forest. Nicely done, because they don't have much there to do.
Oh, cast a curse. He sends him back in.
Nice. No one noticed so far.
There,
and
he notices. you're cursing Joggel left, right, and center.
He also lost a statue. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
No more mana regen.
We got the level 6 Fire Lord, so he can attack bases a lot better now.
This is reminiscent of solo fight though, with the Fiends and the Dryads.
Yeah.
And the Dryads are not favored in this.
Not at all. No, no, no. Oh, level 7. Focus Fire again. TP, TP. Oh, what? He had a TP. Mistake. Volcano as well. Let's go. And yeah, you're not stunned, are you?
Yeah. So that's pretty nice to Volcano there. But the heroes are super low still. Could lose that Priestess in a moment. Or the Keeper.
TP. Oh,
nice,
sleep
nice
against
sleep.
TP. Yeah. Really well done. Boom, Carrion Swarm. He's losing almost every hero. Level 6 Dreadlord all of a sudden.
Yeah, now Joggel is back in the game.
Right
He can
on.
still kill some buildings, don't forget it's undead, so it's good for him. And the Infernal is huge in base race as well.
Yeah.
So how do you get rid of it? It just attacks your buildings with the chaos damage, and overtime can be really like a mini tinker.
And then you deal with it, and then another one comes. It's
Yeah, exactly.
super annoying. All the wisps gone as well. Boom, Lelu not mining. What's his bank? 2.6, okay.
Not bad, but he has no army, so if he wants to get
True.
some more army, he will have to burn through all of that.
So this
Usually
volcano was very underwhelming, I feel.
Yeah, it's more strong against buildings. It does 3 times the damage to the buildings.
Ah, okay.
But against army, not so much. It's nice for the AoE stun if it's 100 against 100, but against 4 fiends, not so good. But yeah, but that was just a fight for the expansion. Now it looks to be settled down again, and still no one's wanting to make some decisive moves.
Yeah, this is a real stalemate. I think Wiz saw that Joggel is expanding there and saw how much gold is in. A little bit of long distance mining still, but
Yeah.
only for so long.
Gonna get 300 from that at least. But Rulaz is really needing his mass TP for the late game, and I don't know where he should get the experience now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, he kind of missed the fight. He was sitting for a long time. He's trying maybe now from buildings or something, but he's also...
From the towers.
Yeah, from towers.
They give like, I don't know how much, but like 20 maybe.
Yep, divided by 3. Not too
Yeah,
great.
so practically nothing. It's nice if you can kill some peasant, but this map is so small you can't even do that. And the wisps, they just detonate before you can kill them from the mine.
Wiz destroyed the expos. It's not like this, my friend. If I'm not mining, you're not mining.
Yeah, exactly. But that's good, of course, because no one will go and suicide in his base for that.
Yep.
A player's forces are under attack. Town is under siege.
Okay, so
Spinning.
this kind of goes on until someone loses patience.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Cool.
Lelu, he doesn't want to sweat it too much because he's a sub. Usually when you sub a game, you don't want to go too hard on one player, so
Okay.
it's not unfair. But it might snap in a while. He's looking to be pretty chill with it. He's not playing for anything.
Ah, so he doesn't get points if he wins?
No, if you're a sub, it's just out of your good heart.
Okay. Good way to spend the Sunday evening, for sure.
Yeah. The others are also playing for nothing. Oh, the paladin just dies. Damn it, maybe he didn't have invul, but
I didn't see it.
yeah, because he was silenced from the soul burn,
True.
so he couldn't press divine shield. Maybe he just didn't have invulnerability. And you cannot staff the hero, obviously, in the entangling roots.
There was an invul on the Brewmaster, but also a little bit stressful. Well, I tried. True, Rulaz, true. Still no ultimate for him. Not good.
Yeah, that's costly, for nothing. He has 800. And the thing is, I'm gonna lob for MK while HighTac is not here. If you have MK in this situation, it's a bit easier to just get some pickoffs.
Yes.
You can pick off a Fiend here and there, and he could
Exactly.
get to level 6 from the Invis, but with the Panda, it's harder.
Until you get the ultimate, of course, but that's also far away.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Wiz is looking to be almost in the best spot in this game.
I agree. Got a lot of information by roaming around. He's very good against buildings with the Tinker. He has sick AoE. I think
And he even has the
banked a
most
bit.
gold now.
Yeah, exactly. He banked a bit in the north.
So that's good, because maybe they won't even expect it. But the Tinkers attract teaming, because it's so annoying. So
Yep.
there's always that danger. But with Night Elf, you can hide pretty easily. It's a very nice race for hiding the trees, especially on a green map.
We see one in the north already.
Oh yeah, that's a nice spot for him. Yeah, you don't want to hide too much, because if you hide them too early, they're just gonna get found out. But that's perfect. 1 or 2 more trees like that, and he's good to go. You can easily win with just 1 tree and 1 Tinker. Joggel's protecting the Expo now with everything he
He's
has.
just sitting on it, hatching that expo like an egg. For 2.5k, it's not too bad, but Lelu wants it back.
Yeah. The Mountain Giants, that's gonna be tough to defend. Maybe we will see another volcano. But
Okay.
Joggel has enough for multiple sleeps. Nice Inferno.
Ooh, he drops the base on top of everything. But no Dispel here. It could become a problem. A little bit of hero nuke, of course, but
Should be
anti-magic
careful
use.
about DK as well.
Yep. Oh, no Dispel really hurts. TP out,
yeah.
Expo cancel, no chance.
So that's just a waste of resources now. Now it's really bad for him. He has like no gold.
Yeah. And Lelu lost almost nothing. He can regen everything in no time.
Yeah. Also, you don't want to sell your items really on the heroes. When you do that, you're as good as dead. Because when you don't have the boots and the periods, you just become so fragile in the hero arena.
Yeah, a little bit last resort, especially in a game like this.
Yeah. I guess on the Dreadlord, he can afford to sell these items, because he's still pretty tanky without them, but not ideal. Rulaz still going on that mine. That's his mission in this game.
Yeah, I think he got like a 1,000 from that roundabout.
I guess, because I don't know how long it's been going for. So
I think we talked about the Invis tri-hero combo, and that's a couple of minutes ago, so...
yeah. That was like 600 back then.
Yep.
I think he did it before as well. Yeah,
Sneaky,
this is-
sneaky.
Everyone's too scared now. Except Wiz. Wiz is the only one that's doing something.
Yeah, I mean, he can't die, right? He has a staff, he has a Tinker. He can always do some chip damage here and there, but he'll probably not
Yeah.
die.
And even the worm with Unholy Aura, even when the Tinker is slowed, you can't really catch it.
Too fast.
Inferno is walking, but not gonna do too much. This one's expiring soon.
He's probably just scouting if Lelu took the expo,
Yeah.
just as the Tinker is doing. Yeah.
Yeah, he can't even retake it. He doesn't even, as Ishan once said, they don't even have the gold to get the gold.
True. Very,
He's
very
really-
wise man.
Not even a TP on the undead heroes, so no mistakes allowed there. Now it's just gonna be a bit of chatcraft saying, I can't win, I can't win. He's getting old. He
Yeah,
has
that's-
hidden army.
That's every FFA game, I guess. I'm the weakest. I'm by far the weakest.
I mean, we
Makes
all do
sense.
it. I certainly do it as
Makes
well.
sense. Makes sense.
Lelu is moving down, but Wiz is around, so maybe he will just pull back again. Yeah, that's the 4-way. If it was a 3-way, it's a different situation.
Yeah.
One of them needs to die before the game can move on more quickly.
I don't know. It's most likely Joggel to die then.
Yeah,
Or-
I'd say so, but anything can still happen at this point.
Rulaz showed a little bit of impatience before, as he said, I
Yeah.
don't want to sit the entire time. He also needs ultimates, so maybe he feels forced to move.
It would be actually maybe good to go for Joggel for him, because he can pick these fiends. That's about the easiest unit you can kill.
Yep.
And look, if the peasants die, that might be a reason. Nice.
Ooh.
To do some retaliation
Let's
for
go.
peasants.
Oh, he won't get the 120 gold.
There's still one.
Oh yeah. He can tell the tale. Invis plays again.
Yeah, maybe he will go on the move now. At least some Breath of Fire. Joggel even announces that, like, at this point you want to get any possible advantage in the chat, so even 500 gold is a big deal in this situation.
I mean, if nobody's mining, then it
Yeah.
is quite a bit. It's 1 TP, 1 or 2
One
units.
info and one TP, so that's
Yeah.
not bad. Rulaz really needs, and for the base race, he doesn't just need mass TP, he should get Panda ult as well.
True.
That's
Also-
miles away. I don't think, apart from getting some hero kills, not gonna be able to reach the level 6 on that.
His army also doesn't look too great for hero kills. Mortar will probably be sniped. 2 tanks.
Yeah, the 2 tanks are of course nice with mass TP for the base race, but again,
It's only 2 though.
and the Paladin is level 4 as well. If he was level 5, it's a bit easier against the undead to kill something. But level 2 Holy Light not so strong yet.
Lelo is scouting a lot with his owls, so he should have a good idea of
Yeah.
who has what and how much. Even sees the invis play.
It's annoying when you have an owl on you the whole game. It's a bit triggering as well, actually.
Can't do anything against it.
You just see that you're being observed.
Yep.
So, again, a bit of politics going on.
Ooh, the last mining peasant. He needed it. Here we go. Okay, Joggel, are you making a move or is this
Could
just
be a death
poking
and
the
decay
bear?
even on the castle.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
and the towers. Oh, but
Oh,
he cancelled
cancelled
it. Ay, 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 ay,
That's a shame. That could have done major damage.
Oh yeah, but now there's a cooldown on it. Oh, sad.
Gets a tank as a compensation. It doesn't have so long cooldown.
Do they really expect Rulaz to have a big army, or is it just trolling?
I don't know, they just... I think when somebody says something against some other player that's not you, you just jump on the bandwagon, you know, to
Yeah.
avoid spotlight for a bit. Yeah, so now they're tanks and hawks, there's like 4 units in total. There's some breakers in the Zeppelin, I just noticed, but it's just 2 more breakers.
Won't make the difference, I guess.
And again, breakers better with Mountain King. You can surround with them and
Yeah.
burn some mana, but not really so strong on their own.
It feels like they're all getting a little impatient, except maybe
Yeah.
Lelu.
Yeah, no one has time forever, so...
True.
Tinker is getting on Joggel's nerves as well. He's been rocketing his base for a while. Lelu should just drop a Volcano if he wants to go against Rulaz.
Maybe
the
he's
best
doing
way.
exactly that.
Oh yeah. Let's see how strong it is against buildings.
It's one of the best animations, though. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and you can see the towers are... But I still think Earthquake might be faster. No, but it's decent damage against
Yep.
the tower.
Oh,
Was
is it-
it over already?
okay, that was once again a little underwhelming, but... Ah, come on, clean this up. Yeah, he comes in with the rest. Let's go. Lelo versus Rulaz in the meantime. Joggel is aiming for revenge at Wiz. And Rulaz, he can't go back, really. He could TP, but it's too much value, I think.
Yeah, he can't even like win against these three. Well, I don't know. But the silence... Did you know the silence of the soul burn? It does the most single target damage in whole Warcraft 3 of all
Really?
heroes. Yeah. I remember somebody calculated it. And it does the most damage, so it's not so bad in 3v3 hero fights.
Okay. Yeah, also there's probably no dispel at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, there... I don't think there is. Maybe some priests in Zeppelins, but I don't
Yeah.
see any. No priests.
Okay, Rulaz.
Yes, actually, yeah, sorry, you go on.
No, it was just one
I was just
tank
about to
that-
say, you really want 2 sorceresses for the late game. At all times with human, because you can run around in Invis forever.
Exactly, and then you teleport on it, ideally.
Yeah. But he doesn't have that.
Interesting choice, Lelo.
Yeah, Rulaz is suffering the most in this so far. But now Lelu is about to get some as well.
Okay, finally we're picking up pace again. Wiz is just running around scouting. IO, Death and Decay in the main. Lelo has to
Yeah,
go
nice
back
one.
and Rulaz is allowed to survive.
Okay, Undead has a TP, so it's not the end of the world if he gets caught out here.
He's doing some
Infernal
nice-
doing some stuff
Yeah,
as well.
it feels like he did some damage, but didn't really kill anything.
No, not yet. Only damage some Moonwells, but
Yeah.
I mean everything hurts at this point. But Lelu is still in a decent shape, but the Keeper could die here. DK is still silenced, nice step. Fiends are dropping like flies though.
Worm as well. That was expensive for Joggel. That's another fiend almost
Yeah,
falling.
the Worm, you definitely want the Worm in the end game for the slow.
It's also
Another
400
fiend.
gold, another fiend down. Yikes, that was expensive.
And again, the best out of this situation is Wiz, because he didn't lose anything,
Yep.
and the other ones all lost something.
He still has 1200, he still has his base. The Panda Keeper Bears didn't move one bit in forever.
But Lelu is okay still. It wasn't so bad for him, and the summons are underrated. The trends and the lava spawns, they can do some damage to the buildings in the late game when you don't have TPs. So it could still be good for him.
Yeah,
I
just-
would like for him to hide some trees as well at this point.
A player's force
Sit at home next to the Moonwell, send some treants, do some damage, rinse
Yeah.
and repeat, I guess.
And preferably on just one player so you don't aggravate all of them at once.
Yep.
Rulaz again trying. Maybe he should have gone for his alchemist.
He's probably regretting it now that he can't play Mass Teleport.
Archmage is just about the teleport mostly. The aura as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Without the ultimate, it's just not doing a lot.
Also super fragile. Needs some parry.
I mean, Blizzard is nice, but in fights, not now.
Yeah. You can spam it quite a bit, but it's also not super overwhelming, I think.
Again, the Tinker. Just being annoying.
He's gonna have nightmares from that Tinker.
Good call that he says that Joggel is in poor spot. Because he really is.
Oh, Rulaz is getting a little angry. Told you 5 times.
Lelu pretending he has 100 gold as well. That's not very believable. If you ever find yourself in this spot, you should just check the player's items. And if he has 6 items on every hero, he definitely has more than 100 gold.
True. Also saying this right after saying I didn't lie one time this game.
For example, some players are known that you have to subtract 10,000 gold from their account that they say.
True.
I mean, add to it.
Yep.
There's no such players in this game, though.
Lelo seems to hold a grudge on Rulaz for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's just because he was blizzarding his buildings a lot.
Who can I win? True. True.
Okay. Again, the snooze fest is back.
For now, but it's just for the viewers so they can refill their snacks and drinks, and then here we go again. Looks they're poking? No, not really. So Joggel will probably not make another move. Too dangerous. Oh, actually he's moving out.
Yeah, the caster's curse tries again.
Yep.
Rulaz should be fine here.
Looks like we're getting
Actually,
a little hero arena, are we?
It's impossible to defend when 6 heroes are on you, and in this case even 7. You just can't kill any, and if you focus on one, then the other one strikes you in the back. So Lelu will definitely lose some buildings here, and maybe then they decide to stop. But so far his base looks, to the other players, the base looks really big, so they want to eliminate some buildings first. Falling.
Use some mana, get some experience, get rid of some production.
Yeah. The production, I mean, that's not too hurtful to lose,
True,
but if he starts to lose the Moonwells, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Guess who's back?
Shady? Hello, hello. You missed some fights, but in the end it's still a stalemate.
Yeah, you picked quite a good time to go.
Nice. Yeah, I know my boys here.
But some gold has been burned. Joggel has no gold at all, and Rulaz really low as well.
There was a lot of Moonwells here, the ones that were hurt by the Death and Decay before. He finished them off with rockets.
Yeah, and I think they seem to be weakening Lelu's base here, which I guess is the right call. I think they could even go so far to just, because Lelu is like the sub in this game, and players
they could definitely eliminate him now.
Yeah, players tend to forget it in game, like who's sub and who isn't. But I mean, they could kill him, and he could like not really complain about.
Ooh, Panda!
And
what?
Oh, he actually died. He tried to transfer the TP, but probably misclicked, I would say.
Oh, that's expensive. Can
Yeah,
he even
it's
get him
quite
back?
Yeah, he can.
Okay, yes,
like 300 something. But when HighTac, when you were gone, we suddenly became the player in the best position right now, or arguably the best position, because look at his base. He has even quite a full army still, and he has the Tinker on level 7 now.
He wanted to pass the TP, but the Mountain Giant taunted and then the command stopped. Oh, damn. Next level play by Lelu.
That's gotta be annoying.
Interesting. While the game is still rather calm, I can tell you like a story of my 1st of May. Like today, a stranger just sat in my car.
What?
There was a woman, and she was just walking around, and it was just. I brought paper to those recycling stations. Like she was walking around, so I already like saw her before, and then like I got back into my car, and then I called the police because she was like barefoot and just walking around, and then like all of a sudden while I was on the line with the police, she just like opened the door and then just sat next to me.
That's so odd.
Yeah, I mean I don't know, maybe she was not talking at all, so she was just like staring at me.
Scary.
Yeah. I mean, either she was like super traumatized, or I don't know.
I thought it's a nice story at first, because you said the 1st of May. I thought the day of love.
No, super weird.
Oh boy.
Like, and the police took like 20 minutes to come, so I was just like standing next to
So you were in the car when she came to
I mean, I got out of the car, so I mean, I just like stood there next to my car with like a stranger woman.
Could have led to something, maybe. Missed a chance there.
Not sure.
And Joggel lost some more buildings.
Yep.
And some more items. Looking bad for him.
Yeah, he's down to, what is it, 7 items? Lelu's still
it's not
full
great
inventory.
items. It's just, he sold the boots. That's the beginning of the end when you do that. But he still has the aura, like.
Slasher, thank you for the raid. Dachpappe Rock, thank you for the sub. Boing and Williams, thank you for the sub as well. Sported my Back to Warcraft hoodie on stream yesterday. Love you guys and super appreciate what you do for our community, whether raising money for refugees or highlighting the little guys on GNL. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love from the USA. And Williams, you're a national treasure. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
And
This is-
Back to Warcraft is getting a lot of subs and donations. I should check them out.
They're really underestimating Wiz because they're saying like you have to be more active. You have
Lil
to
Tic
co-regulate.
Lil Tic always circles back like to the game.
Yeah, sorry for that. I got a job, I need to do it, no?
Yeah, exactly. He wants to make a good impression.
But because they just like don't take Wiz as a threat, maybe because he's new to FFA, but at this point he's clearly the strongest player in this scenario.
Yeah, I still think in 4-way, I mean, any player can be weakened so easily, but I would be super scared of those elf heroes, like way more scared than of any other heroes here. Tinker Panda Keeper is like so powerful.
He actually has a sorceress still, Rulaz.
Yeah.
I thought he didn't. That's
Maybe
nice for him.
rebuild?
Settlement, right? Like somewhere.
No, it's in his base right now, but I didn't
Oh,
see
there
it
he is.
before.
Yeah. Lonely in the main base.
Joggel at the same time has shades, but he's selling some more buildings. That's good, because can't really keep it forever. Better to have some gold at least to rebuild Necropolis when needed in the late game.
It's pretty tricky on this map to hide, really.
Yeah, it's not easy.
There's some nice spots that usually players do not pass by too often, but due to the lack of portals here, I feel it's much more difficult, like for me at least, to estimate how often people will pass like those lanes in the center, or if they will, I don't know, if they will just stay on the outside. And Lelu is attacking the main base here on that.
It even looks like he's trying to finish a player finally, so it can move on.
Yeah, and Rulaz, I don't really get why Rulaz.
This is dangerous.
Maybe
Okay,
Rulaz is just trying to get like mass TP here by killing a hero, but I don't really like this call to help here because I mean, what's the in for him for like stopping Lelu to attack Joggel? I mean, why
It's
would
just
you stop it?
prolonging this situation that's
Exactly,
not
yeah,
really good for him
exactly.
in the first place.
Yeah, I think that's always a bad call. Like if you help someone, it needs to be like you need to have like an intention. Just helping for the sake of it doesn't really make sense. So either you need someone to stay alive, which in a 4-way you barely ever do, or you want to get XP. That's usually like the reason.
This is a lie, we can barely win you for everyone. Because
Yeah,
these 7 heroes, if they just come in, no way he can do anything.
Yeah, that's
With a keeper bottom of all things.
yeah.
This feels unfair, it's like
Oh.
bullying almost.
They really gang up on him. All the spells in the world dropped on him. Moonwells also don't look too hot anymore.
It's gonna be dried in a second.
Yeah, and
The 4
Joggel,
talents, they should maybe flee the scene even. Better to not show them at this point.
True.
And if
Joggel improved his levels quite a lot since I went away for a few minutes. So
Yeah.
Joggel.
DK though. DK
What's the
though.
Oh,
Wow, good guy.
Oh man.
and that's like almost GG for him. He can, yeah, if he loses the
Why is he-
Dreadlord, then it's over for him.
Yeah.
Why is he
Perps.
moving in there without any staff or any TP or any invo? I feel that's like super risky.
Okay, he managed to get back, so he still can sell the items and still get it back.
Oh,
But this is like last legs. Lelu is gonna lose a hero or 2 as well.
Yeah, one grab here by Rulaz will be awesome for Rulaz XP-wise.
Rulaz
Tinker.
needs that level 6.
So
The Tinker
bad.
is just single-handedly... Oh! Backstab!
What
And
the?
wins.
Panda
Bit of a
down.
karma for him, I guess. Kill these
Ooh.
talents, man!
I'm
now-
so scared. There we go. Level 6 Archmage finally.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, that took a long time, and he sacrificed his Panda in return, and he is down to 76 gold, and may lose his...
Yeah, I guess he can sell TP now. Still dangerous to do, but he can... And he can sell some staffs. You don't need 3 of them in this position.
Yeah.
Has to go to the shop to do it, even. He doesn't have a shop of his own.
I mean, they will need to weaken Wiz at some point, and I'm not sure. I mean, do you think if Lelu dies now, or if Lelu leaves, which he will not?
Yeah, I don't think they will be able to do it.
Do you think? Yeah, I don't think so either. I think Wiz is in a great spot to
Lelu
potentially
needs
kill.
to be alive. One of them has to die first.
Yeah. Or at least be weakened
The
significantly.
thing is, I didn't even see an owl from Lelu going into Wiz's base. They kind of really ignored him. If he sends one owl and sees that stuff, then it's possible.
And the Alta might die here, and I mean, Lelu has a lot of items still to kill. But yeah, nice chat here by Lelu. He's convincing Wiz to stop, and I think that's a good call here. Lelu wants, I guess, to peace, but yeah, I think at this point, as you said, I think there's a significant risk that Rulaz and Joggel are just tunnel visioning into Lelu, and Wiz will just take the easy victory here.
But he's sending the scout now. It's going slowly to Wiz's base, and the Infernal might be... No, he probably will expire. Not sure. But all will see the army now. And you have to call that out. Look at that army. 5 bears, 2 mountain giants.
Yeah, I don't like that Wiz is just keeping it in front of his main base, just all together. I think he could split it a bit more to let it appear a bit more weak.
Wiz is killing some Rulaz buildings as well now.
Yeah.
Could help to shift the blame from Lelu as well.
I think, like, in Wiz's shoes, like, I think, do you think there was a window where he could have maybe tried to finish Lelu here? Maybe with the army even? And then
not really Lelu, but he could have gone for Joggel a couple of times, because Lelu was really trying to finish blue. And he was there with the Tinker, and he usually helped the undead.
Yeah, you're right. That would have been the call here, I guess. The best call for him to just finish. If you're the strongest player, you always want one player out. Like, always, if you're the strongest. No matter if it's
playing against 2 then 3 people.
Exactly. It's no matter if it's 4-way still or 3-way. If you're by far strongest, always kill one player, because like if you're like, you can't get teamed by 3 players if you kill one. And in the end, if you kill like one player in a 3-way, then of course it's 1v1 and 1v1, and you have a chance to win the game. So
so far, Lelu hasn't called out that army. I'm so surprised by that.
He pieced with the Wiz just before that, and I think he's not risking to get attacked here instantly.
I guess.
Lelu is rarely called. I think he did that early on when he started playing, but I think he's using his chat very carefully. Like, some players always call out everything right away.
Yeah, then it's not believable at all.
You're not believable, or also is turning against you, because like Wiz, if Lelu calls it out, Wiz would be mad at Lelu for sure.
It's true, because when, for example, when you play with Quest, who also likes to call out every single hidden guard,
yeah,
you just kind of ignore it. You just don't pay attention to it, because everyone has something hidden realistically. No one just has what they.
Yeah, we see the shade here now, so Joggel is fully aware now. And
yeah, that's good. I think some more players need to be aware. Rulaz sending his gyro as well. Maybe it will catch a glimpse.
Yeah, that's
okay,
a good call
finally.
here. And also, Joggel is not like writing it in a way that can easily offend you, but he's basically just asking how much supply is it? Is it 70? And yeah, now you're forcing Wiz to call out 60, which...
Joggel will have really hard time winning, because no items on his heroes and no code for buildings.
Yeah, Wiz is writing really weak heroes I have. Which is...
What world does he live in?
Well, his Panda and Keeper are kinda weak in comparison. He's not that
but
wrong.
Keeper is still nice for the entangle. It's still good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Keeper can die quickly against like the undead nuke, but not so... yeah, I guess if he gets entangled, he would die rather quickly, but he's definitely in a strong spot here with his Tinker level 7. And
Tinker might get level 8, and then the level 1 factory is really good. Because with the upgrade on level 3, the passive of the Tinker, it produces the goblins so fast.
Yeah.
It's quite nice in a fight as well.
So do you think he has the passive skilled already? Because I mean, I would usually just because the passive is also like drastically increasing the size of the of the
Yeah,
hit area
he has it because he has +6 damage from the passive.
Yeah.
I think the bigger, yeah, exactly. Because I think the bigger question always is that I ask myself if I play Tinker, if I like early on I have Factory for creeping, and then
Yeah.
I think like for early fights it's definitely worth reskilling usually, like to retrain to full rockets and passive. But I sometimes in this phase I really like to have like Factory still.
Yeah, but I think the passive is really good, at least on
It
level
is,
2
yeah,
for
it
the
is.
movement speed. The rockets aren't important now, the radius, but the movement speed is nice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it would make sense to have it on 1 maybe.
Yeah, I think so too.
Rulaz completely powerless against this Tinker.
So sad.
It baffles me how it doesn't propel some teaming. If this happened to me, I would be on him already, like mass TPing. Because just out of spite, you know.
Yep. He's annoying everybody for like 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
And he backstabbed Joggel a little bit with the rockets. Now he's up against Rulaz with the rockets, and Lelu hates him anyway.
Yeah.
Lelu is calling it out now that they, yeah, I think everyone is in agreement here
Finally.
that Wiz needs to get weakened. And I think that's like that's the fun part of like games, even if I mean we saw a lot of sitting now or a lot of just harassment here, but not really fighting. But sometimes if like the game's too quick, then players don't have the chance to really scout enough and get a better feeling for enemy gold and army. And in this case, I mean, everyone's on the same page, so no one will help Wiz here anytime soon. So I think it's, for us in a long 4-way, this is the best scenario here.
Yeah. Lelu still has 3 orbs on 3 ranged heroes. It's pretty nice.
What is... okay, yeah, I was about to say, the Tinker is way out of his main base, and this is always tricky now for Wiz. Like, do you want to defend and use your army, like basically feed your army into the enemy heroes over time, or do you want to attack someone here? And I mean, he, for example, could basically try to walk cross map to Joggel's main base and try to force him into peace by like attacking him.
Yeah, he doesn't even have TP.
But force him to walk back, basically, or peace with you.
Joggel can build 1 Necropolis exactly. So far, maybe he can sell later. He can potentially sell the Citadel later.
I mean, he has a Zeppelin. I do think it would have been a good call for him to maybe just pretend that he can revive the DK and just keep him in the Zeppelin here in the south.
Yeah, maybe he could be.
Because without any items, like, what's he going to do?
Yeah,
I mean,
actually, you could be right. I usually don't like when people do that, because...
Yeah, but in this
I
situation...
usually don't find it hard to believe, you know, but... In this case, it could be believable without the items.
Yeah, he can't fight anyone straight up anyway, so he needs to team, so I think it would have supported his story also. So I think it's...
You know, you don't need the DK anyway, so it would be nice, because you only need the Infernals, basically, in this stage. Archmage in danger. Okay, burned another TP.
And now the DK and the Dreadlord here could
Problem
die.
is Relo isn't there. He's the strongest of the 3.
Yeah, and he asked for that teaming, and then now he's just sitting in his main base.
Nice focus on the Panda, maybe he will...
Ooh, the Panda,
He could lose it.
Can he use the coil? Oh, safe.
He only DP'd like
Lich?
2 steps away. Damn, that's so close to kill. Now the Reju will be massive.
And now Lelu is walking over, and I think Lelu could really make something happen with just his 3 heroes here.
Yeah.
He just has to right click.
As long as the Undead is there, they can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, just turn night times, I guess there will be a bit more heal here.
But still, with still full mana and HP on the heroes. You still have to be careful. These bears and dryads with entangle can kill the heroes quite fast, especially Joggel, who has no items. He bought another invul on DK. Selling another spirit tower. He doesn't need them, so that's okay, because the buildings in one place are so vulnerable anyway.
Yeah, look at the damage on this Tinker alone.
Yes. Firelord hits like a truck with the aura.
Yeah. Interesting call by Wiz to move out with the Tinker here. I think that's leaving your army so exposed.
Is he
Also getting
scared?
damage.
Is he scared of someone expanding bottom right? Or
I
mid
think
right?
no one is. Nah, I don't think anyone is worrying about exposed too much. Like they will scout it every now and then if there's gold left, but
I think they maybe forgot it a bit.
yeah.
No, he's heading there now, actually.
He's heading there straight on, and that's for the second time, I think.
Yeah,
He's
so
really worried
yeah.
that someone puts down a sneaky expo.
Yeah, but it's 2.4k, right? I mean, I don't think in this situation where you would still expect a bit of gold to be in the game, like the 2k can be game designing later on, but I think at this situation, Wiz should be worried about like getting out of that situation in his main base without losing his advantage.
I guess
So-
if Joggel wanted to be ballsy, he could go for the mine. Because he's...
Yeah.
I could see it in his case, because, you know, not much chances for him right
Imagine
now.
he had not showed his DK. That would have supported his case
Yeah,
so
yeah.
strongly. He could have just argued, okay, I need to get a hero back. Let me mine those 2k, and I think there was a chance for him to mine that.
But he's a pretty, like, straightforward guy, so probably not on his mind.
And Wiz is saying he has no FFA experience, but yeah, Lilo is correctly pointing out that he has Tinker. So I guess that's.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, so what's hidden for everybody? We have 2 acolytes, I think, for Joggel.
Yeah, one
3
in the
acolytes.
south here, and yeah, one in the southeast.
One in the
Rulaz
Zap
has
and one
some
in the
spell
middle.
breakers, some gyros and some hogs, but not much.
Yeah, he's not even using them to scout. Doesn't really need it though.
Yeah.
I think if Rulaz would have his Spanner on level 6, I may call him like the favorite in this situation, but he's so low on gold that he can't even get like a new town hall quickly here. And he can't really sell items, so like Wiz and Lelu here definitely in the prime spot, and Lelu has a lot of items to sell also, so I think while it's pretty even, I think Lelu and Wiz clearly ahead, and I think it only depends if they continue to weaken Wiz here.
Go draw.
Good draw.
Do they
that
know
what
it's
happened?
being cast?
Yeah. There's no absolutely like there is no we have never seen a draw in a competitive match. We had like some in-house games where on Silver Pine Forest basically 3 players
Oh, we
landed
have
on
seen a draw.
islands with like one Robo Tinker on each island, and like no one could get off their islands anymore. I think that's one time we had a 3-way draw on Silver Pine Forest where like it was so fun. I think I have the screenshot somewhere still where 3 Tinkers on their islands, and that was the only time we really had a draw. But
I hate to say it, but you're wrong. I had a draw once in FML in the
I remember
finals.
one time it was also because you had all your buildings on an island, right? And no one could
No,
kill
it
them.
was different because Quest managed to get an island as undead.
Was
with-
that the Murgle Oasis
Yeah,
game?
on a map without Zeppelin, and I didn't have enough air to destroy the buildings on it, but he
That
didn't
was-
have anything to reach me on the ground because I
That
killed
was-
all his Gargs
yeah.
and his Dreadlord. So
And I think it was the one where he got that island because it was like Murgle Oasis, which has
Yeah.
no shredder. And I think I mentioned the story before, but he got it with elf staff. That he got with by like using a banshee to get like an elf
Yeah.
wisp. And then he got an elf staff, and I think he got human ivory towers.
yeah.
Was it? And then he
exactly.
staffed to he used Garg Stoneform to staff Dreadlord onto the island, something, and then he got an
Yeah,
ivory tower there, and then he staffed the
Yeah.
wisp. He staffed the wisp from the mainland because he unsummoned all his mainland buildings. So the wisp would be staffed to his last building, which was the ivory tower on the island, and that's how he got the wisp to the island where he could then build another tree of life with his wisp.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
absolutely
Jeez.
insane, and like something he prepared probably for. I mean, he must have spent hours to like test all that stuff.
That's some 7D chess right there, mind acrobatics.
And he was so mad that time because he went AFK because it was like 3 a.m. in the night. It was so long the game because of the island,
Yeah.
and I killed his air when he was AFK.
I
Whoops.
remember, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That was the only game, but I think it's because that was like retroactively that was kind of like we should have banned islands on no Zeppelin maps before that. But yeah,
Well, the problem is with normal teaming, you could just eliminate the island, but I was teaming with Gradient, and he couldn't really speak English at the time, so...
yeah, I think it was in 2018 or something. Like
Yeah, a long time ago now.
Yeah.
These guys. They still haven't even done anything about Wiz's army.
They
Yeah,
killed
not
2
really.
bears 10 minutes ago, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like no one wants to be the one that is basically doing the wrong move and then getting like teamed by Wiz because you were the one most aggressively. But I slightly blame Lelu here for being a bit too passive in the teaming. It's usually like a sign for the other players to like that the player doesn't really like that the player sees himself in a good position. So I think Lelu should have gone right in.
Joggel could
Especially
have mined that mine by now.
yeah. And Lilu is a sub, so I mean, Lilu has nothing to lose here. So I think he's probably not thinking that way in this game, but he should just go for it and just speed it up a bit. If they want to weaken Wiz, then I think it's a good choice for him to just continue. Although it feels bad to go 3-on-1.
I read Lelu with Tinker, that's a plan.
If you have nothing else to do for the next 3 hours, that's a great plan.
Yes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, there's no chance he's losing that Tinker, is he?
Yeah. Even if he got blocked, he could still staff away.
Yeah.
They just need to kill the bears at least.
Everybody's way too scared. But I mean, there's a Tangle, Breath of Fire, don't want to make any mistake.
I think if one player has either a lot of towers, or like either if one player is the only one with a main base still, or if players have towers, or if players have units still, like only few players have units, like either of that can be a great reason like to just kill either those towers, weaken the main base, or in this case, kill the units. Because if like 2 players are not allowed to have units anymore because they don't have the gold, why should the other players keep their units still? So it's like it's totally reasonable to kill off the units. And in this case, I mean, Wiz still
A player's forces
like
are
alive
under
with
attack.
great heroes if he has no units. So
Town is under siege.
Okay, more summons coming. Finally. But swoop, swoop, swoop. They're all gone.
yeah, and that's I think good for Wiz here because he's getting his panda closer to level 6 if that continues here.
Yeah, there's also no Infernal running around, really. We ended up in a really weird combo.
Yeah, I'm hoping Lelu is making something happen here. I mean, being the sub, you don't want to be like the game decider usually, but I think in this situation, like if no one else moves and I mean, Joggel can't really move because he hasn't really any buildings, but I think Rulaz should coordinate the teaming a bit better here. And yeah, let's see. Okay, game could be speeding up again here. Wiz is killing some buildings of Lelu, and Lelu is moving in.
Alright, man of his word. Rare in FFA, but Lelu is going for the attack. Are the others joining him though? Doesn't look like it at all.
Rulaz is sticking kind of close, but the undead is far, far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Joggel is too close to being defeated, and he's now taking that expo here on the right.
Finally.
So
After sitting there for 15 minutes, he's finally brave enough to cast that spell. Might be too late.
Yeah, Rulaz should help Lelu.
yeah, should really do. This is where I was saying, like Rulaz in those situations, if he's like playing this a bit more actively, I think he can really like
At least a little bit.
increase his chances. Yeah, because in this case, I mean, what's the risk? It seems Lelu and Wiz are still like he's not the driver or not the one in the driver's seat, but
The Fire Lord getting entangled. Okay, dispel.
More
Still
rockets.
dangerous.
Staff out though.
And the attack is over like that.
yeah,
Yep.
Just
yeah.
can't do anything alone.
Yeah. Are we sure that Rulaz is okay? Yeah, still awake. Good, good, good. We got that.
He was even there yet.
Okay, Lelu healing up. I think the Invis is running out, so he's moving back. Exactly.
Doesn't have too many buildings left. I mean, I think that's I think that's the way Wiz loses the game pretty quickly. I mean, how many buildings he has? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buildings he has, and no wisps outside of his main base, basically. So that's not a lot of buildings.
Tinker is behind, but he's keeping back home. Still a lot of mana.
Players' forces are under attack.
There's not too much moon wells anyway. Like, only 2? That's definitely better for Lelu. I think he has like 6 or something. Oh, 4. Okay.
Okay, now
I'm
Joggel
very
might be
happy.
helping here. It's Joggel,
But-
yeah.
Okay, finally Joggel should be able to help enough here. With
He's-
Infernal.
One
This
bear
is-
dying.
Finally getting teamed.
Yeah, one bear dying in the north. 2 getting stabbed. They could die very easily
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
And Joggel killed one bear in the south, and now a Dryad dying. So yeah, probably got steady.
Wiz's army is gone in a bit. Nice
Oh, yeah,
hero
and-
combo. Boom. Losing
All
the
of a
fairies
sudden,
as well.
Rulaz.
Level 7.
But that's basically, I mean, this army was now just a tome of XP, right? It did
Yep.
absolutely nothing.
Yep.
So that's why, I mean, I guess having a bear in the back for Reju can be nice. But I think he could have used that army to make something happen and just attack Joggel, for example. Like, I would have probably done that. I mean, you force Joggel to piece you or finish him off so it's a 3-way and you're not at risk of losing the game.
Person involved, but Joggel is mining now.
Players' forces are under
Finally.
Yeah. Took a time. Took some
Not
time.
such a big cost for him now, as it was before. He surrounded the Infernal, but it doesn't give so much.
It's gone though.
And what's Rulaz up to here? I mean, Rulaz is just hoping to get like the victory on a silver plate here. And yeah, long distance mining.
He
So-
had to finish his project he started an hour ago to finally mine that out.
Ooh,
Lelu
and
can get
bears.
some easy last hits. Okay, doesn't want to
Yeah.
dive too deep though.
Nice reach here and
Nobody's scouting the expansion anymore. They finally gave up on it. Oh, maybe the gyro is.
And Wiz is getting
Yes.
3 new moonwells here, which I mean, he doesn't want to be supply blocked, but I really dislike that decision. I think it's just like if you get that many moonwells, it's basically telling everyone you want to like keep your army and not be supply blocked to like potentially get more. So you apparently have gold, and he doesn't really have much gold left. So I think that is a waste of 500 gold. I think he should have just kept it for Tree of Lives,
A player's
or further
forces are
wisps.
under attack.
Ooh, and now
Panda.
Lelu attacking Rulaz here because
Panda.
he's too passive.
Ooh, can you get him out? Does he have a staff? Yes, he does, but that exposes the pally.
Oh, and he uses the wrong staff, did he? Yeah, he uses the wrong staff. He used the staff on the Archmage, so now the Paladin is a bit exposed.
He can
here.
still swap TP at least.
Yeah.
Divine Shield is over soon. There we go. This time it works. No taunt anymore.
Yeah, but it's not so nice how he's getting close to his base. Just, oh, no.
Archmage phew,
Yeah.
keeps the pally close. Is there another entangle or something?
Oh, Soulburn.
No!
Wow. And now the Paladin is dying too.
Yeah.
Oh no, he passed the TP.
Ouch! That hurt big time.
He has to sell items now to get it. And Not
And
sure
that
if
was
he's
a
gonna
that
be
was a
able.
fatter breath of fire. Into nothing.
Oh no. Oh, that hurts. Poor Rulaz.
Punished for passivity.
And now
True.
Joggel is helping here, I guess. I mean, they
Oh,
have a big excuse to team Lilu now.
if Lelu just knew how close Rulaz was to dying completely there.
Oh, the Sork is gone, so no more
I mean-
invis.
I mean, Rulaz is pretty toast.
Yep.
And now, yeah, Wiz is in an awesome spot. He has still units left. And oh, the main base here. Let's see how many buildings Wiz can kill with his Tinker.
Rinse and repeat. It's 2 full moon worlds gone. That hurts.
Here's still 3 heroes plus MG. And I only realized now that, I mean, the Panda died for Wiz, right? So he needed those moonworlds to revive him. I
Yeah.
guess?
Probably.
There's no altar, is there?
Might scout
So-
Joggel's expansion now, but maybe not.
It was called out before.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rulaz said that he's mining.
No one noticed.
I mean, Wiz should really, I mean, instead of getting those 3 moonwells, just kill off, I don't know, 1 bear maybe, and just try to get your hero back that way. Especially, I mean, he has no altar, so you can't tavern him. So what's he doing here?
It's entertaining in its own way, this game, because now the undead has big chances again. Well, some chances.
1300.
Yeah. Gonna be able to hide a lot of necropolises.
How much gold is like, what is the Archmage, level 7 or something? Level 6 or
6.
7?
He's only level
6
6.
still. How much is it? Like, is it
I don't know.
400?
If he sells 1 staff, he can buy it, I think.
I'm not
from
so
the
sure.
altar.
I mean, he needs to sell maybe the orb. Yeah, he sold the orb. I was about to say.
Yeah, like 365 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, as I say, when you sell the items, it's the beginning of the end, especially as human. Once you get rid of
Exactly,
these
yeah.
boots, you're really screwed.
Exactly. I mean, as like the Elfia with Tinker Panda, you can survive even without items. But
Yeah.
Undead and Human here are not really able to. Oh, the Priestess.
Oh, the AoE, not enough. Another staff right there.
Oh.
Are they teaming? Wait, okay. Lelu is fighting here. Wiz is getting rid of that Expo. DK, trouble. Dreadlord, trouble.
And good DP though.
Keeper.
But oh, that's close.
Whew. Okay, but that Expo is gone for sure.
You got like 1.5k out of that.
That's a
Still
lot.
decent.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, he definitely needed that. But he also couldn't unsummon it, unfortunate for him, right? So he spent, I don't know, including the acolytes, I guess he spent like 400.
I think he had
Yeah.
the Acolyte still.
Yeah, but you still wanna. He will probably have to make maybe another one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think roughly 400 he spent, and so he effectively got 1k out of it, which is totally worth it still. I mean, now he has 750k, but I think he should keep those 750k to get potentially, if he sells the Orb of Corruption, he could get like maybe 3 Necropolises, almost.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, he can sell some buildings still, so probably 1 more.
Definitely sell the Tomb of Relics, for example. Not
Yeah.
gonna be buying items from it, I'd say.
Yeah.
If he needs a
And-
TP, he can buy it from the shop.
Yeah, probably not wouldn't be the worst call to maybe unsummon like 2 buildings right now, just to be sure, because if they get killed by the Tinker, like you can't unsummon them anymore. And
And it's the same if he has the base with 4 buildings, like if he has it with 6.
yeah.
Still gonna die if somebody really attacks it. So. Progressing, but slowly.
And with, I think, not reviving the Panda because of manip reasons, but that's like super risky. I think he could have gotten an altar a long time ago, and there was a chance to revive the Panda for sure.
And put it in Zeppelin or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He also built this. I don't agree with this. the moon
Yeah,
wells.
that's what I was saying. Those moon wells are, I think, a waste of gold. Are not a total waste, but that's like the perfect opportunity for enemies to man up against you. Yeah, and Lelu is right. I mean, this is what you get if you don't finish one player early on. And I mean, he can't really complain that badly because he was the one who pieced with Wiz. I don't think Wiz is completely right here. I don't think he could have easily killed anyone early. I think Lelu could have killed Wiz.
More APM in chat than on the battlefield right now. Preparing the next moves.
At some point we like we had this auto analyze tool for replay files, and I think someone built it. I can't remember who it was, and we extracted the number of rows of chat we could extract easily, and I like used Google Sheet to automatically basically calculate based on player name how many characters every player wrote in games. That was super interesting. We had statistics about like chat per minute and stuff. Words
Who had
per
the
minute.
most?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly, but like some players are chatting a lot. I think it was back in 2017, 18.
Oh, okay. So. I don't even remember it. I wasn't even playing.
I like that call out.
Because Lelu has the tryhard in him. He wants to win even when it's for nothing.
I mean, Quest is pretty much equally tryhard, but I don't know. I mean, I guess Quest wouldn't have pieced early on. Quest would have just tried to kill someone off. So yeah. It's not incorrect.
I'm thinking if I ever saw Lelu lose an FFA, by the way. It could be a first time here on the stream.
And he's still in his... I mean, there are still 3 other players, so of course, for that reason, his winning chances are not that great, but he's still in a good spot here, and he's definitely the best player in those scenarios in this cast. He knows exactly how to handle this.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting because I would always like, since he's a sub, so he's just a substitute for another player. He can't win any points in this game. Like, I would, like, being an enemy here, if I see it, okay, the game is not moving, I would definitely use that as like a man-up against him and just like try to team him with that argument.
A player's forces are under attack.
They just don't move.
Nobody's doing anything anymore. After such a crazy early, like, I don't know, first third or something.
Yeah, like the first hour was nice even.
Yeah, was really nice.
And sometimes to get that, if like it's great to have 4 players in the game still early on because you have a lot of fighting everyone, but then like if no player dies, you usually get into these situations where like every player is afraid of losing the first, so you need one player out, or you need like to continue to weaken everyone evenly.
It feels like Rulaz is not part of this game. Ah, he did type. Okay, I thought he's not participating in chat either.
Yeah, he's playing these games so passively late game, and he has the FFA sense, and he has like the micro to play this quicker. I would love for him to play this a bit more, like be like the one in charge and not hope that the victory comes to you by just sitting around.
You can't play like this with the panda as well.
Yeah, I mean, with an MK, I guess it's a bit easier to get like pickoffs in this situation. And I guess if the Panda would be 6, you could base race more easily. But I doubt, like, even if the Panda would be level 6 now, I don't think he would do anything different.
You still have an army, says the one with the army.
A town is under siege.
Oh, some action, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take an Infernal hitting a building over nothing.
Yeah. Not even rockets by Wiz. Come on.
Just kill the castle and then he's revealed and then it can progress, maybe.
Yeah, you can't rebuild, I guess.
Oh, he kills the fucking critter. Sorry for the F word.
And the castle is, yeah, finally going to die here.
Nice.
Right, we have progress.
Because getting revealed is always a huge threat. So.
But also it can be, like, it can work as your advantage, right? Because like you can pretend to be even weaker than you are if all your buildings are revealed, because you have nothing to hide.
Lelu is moving out.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Lelu can either kill Joggel here or can convince someone to attack Wiz with him.
The 3 holes.
I feel like I'm observed. Yes, sir. Okay, we go into the next Black Citadel, or the next main building. Big commitment, lots of treants, lots of summons in general.
Let's see, is he only going to kill the Black Citadel to get the reveal, or is he going to attack more?
I think he's maybe trying to go for more.
Oh, yeah. He's ending him. Oh, Lelu, thank you for this action. Soulburn.
The summons are nice in this position.
Oh, yeah. Carrion Swarm, you don't really notice it too much anymore, I guess.
Yeah.
Invo Potion. Oh, Lich in trouble. Needs something. Is dead. Okay, staff out. He's safe.
It's over for Joggel.
It's so... Since Fire Lord is played so rarely, I still feel like you don't really have... unlike Dark Ranger, which is played more frequently. Like, you hear the silence, like it's louder because it has this like silence scream, right? I feel like with the Fire Lord, it's not as visible and you can't hear it as well. So I often, like, I don't hear and I don't see when like my hero can't use spells. So I think it's not that, yeah, it's not bad. Ooh, but now what's
gonna die? Maybe no, the Fire Lord.
Keeper.
He should have slapped the keeper and killed the priestess.
And coil him.
But now the Fire Lord is dying here.
Is he though?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh no.
Wow.
Sick action by Lelu. As so often, DK survives for now.
Priestess against the Red
Yeah,
Lord.
but no more mana here for him, and let's see what this is doing.
Tranquility is nice.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's gonna be some value right here.
And we have an island here, potentially at the top left.
Wiz, you sneaky bastard.
Can you build on that though?
On the lower one you can, yeah.
Oh,
Not on the
okay.
higher one.
He tried. Oh, Dreadlord! That's Joggel gone, isn't it?
Yeah, that must be. He revives the Lich, but...
He should cancel the Lich and try to revive the Dreadlord.
Yeah,
That's the only way. The only way he can win with like a fire with an Infernal.
Oh, the 2 players are revealed.
Okay. Rulaz revealed, Joggel revealed. There is an Acolyte. Still left, but yeah. This is gonna take a long time for Joggel. Little annoying for Lelu that he has no Moonworlds anymore, no region at all.
Yeah. He really has the 4 buildings, as he said.
I mean, Lelu has his... Oh no, he sold his pipe, right? Yeah, he sold his pipe.
Yeah.
2 wisps only. 3 wisps, actually.
I'm a bit surprised that Joggel is not using like that. Joggel basically just took this attack and did not really man up against Lelu now. Like he's basically just taking that attack and is reviving his Lich now, but Lelu did not really like. There's no retaliation here for that attack at all.
Oh, sells
This is
the
why we
overcharge.
need hashtag suicide tinker movement.
And he's getting the Dreadlord back.
Yeah, he sold the
Impressive.
Orb of Corruption.
Yeah.
No items
now he's-
anymore.
Yeah, absolutely bare. Maybe you should even like now just hide in a Zeppelin and hope to survive somehow.
Oh yeah, he's building the Moonwell on the island now. Who is this?
Let's hope he has read the rules and is not going for second building. One building per island only. Per island and player. And I don't think this island can be reached by cutting down trees, right? No, it's like going fully around
Okay,
the
so
map.
how can you reach it then?
With Death and
Just by
Decay,
Zeppelin.
maybe.
Just by Zeppelin, yeah. And by, like, with units, just by Zeppelin.
Or with
And
Treants, for example.
not, I mean, he has 2 Talons still, so,
Yeah.
I mean, like, of course you could. But I think this is, like, easily in reach by even Volcano and stuff.
Man, the Lich without the orb is just sad.
It feels so wrong.
Yeah. He has to sell the towers if he even wants to make a
Players'
necropolis.
forces are under attack.
Because I think he has no items, even on
Yeah.
the Dreadlord.
I think so too.
Ooh.
Tranced against Trance. Oh, Zeppelin with the Keeper.
Yeah. Whoa, no. Keeper and Shredder and Wisp. Is he gonna get it? Keeper says hello.
And he doesn't have TP on the Keeper as well.
Oh no! He wants to get the Tinker in.
Nice.
Oh,
No!
nice kill on the Wisp.
Oh my god, Mighty Tree of Eternity slaps it down.
That was, what was the Keeper doing in the Zeppelin there? That was, why?
Mostly dying.
That was a very, very careless loss, and I guess he could have saved the Keeper if he had staffed onto the Keeper and not onto the Wisp.
Probably.
At the very least, he still has Tinker, which is still entirely possible to win with alone.
And I guess it's still better to lose the Keeper than the Tinker, but
Yeah.
still, that was like super careless. Like, I'm not really sure why he did that. Like, what was the Keeper doing there?
He really can't even get both heroes back. Or maybe he could, I don't know. He would have to sell everything, make an altar, make another hero, then sell everything again, and then he would have Tinker without items.
Yeah, all of a sudden, that is making Wiz a lot weaker here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because his units are not worth a lot, and I mean, the Tinker alone is pretty susceptible to dying if the staff gets cancelled.
Rulaz is really AFK the whole time.
I think so too. He hasn't.
He's
This
just
is not him,
scrolling.
I'm not convinced. Usually it's pretty active.
He is active. He's moving the gyro.
It's on
Wow.
Ah, wow, now.
I suppose when I get off my couch to get one drink in a day, then I'm active as well.
He's not really willing to get his heroes back, is he?
Okay, now Rulaz is attacking, almost killing his own gyro here with the blizzard, but
All calculated.
and Wiz is threatening like the
The one thing Rulaz does in 45 minutes and he gets immediately a slap on the wrist.
yeah. And at some point you need to, like, you can't just pull back all the time. Like, you need.
If you feel bad, do something.
Yeah, right? I will hold that against him for the next 10 casts.
I'm trying to. Like, he frequently asks me, okay, what went wrong, or what could have,
Town is under siege.
what should I have done better, and it's always the same. Like, he's always too passive. It's yeah. And now, yeah, Lelu is
Nice.
Going
Not
in,
gonna be
but-
able to revive anything.
no, and also the Tinker on Lelu here. So all of a sudden, I think Joggel is not
Yeah,
in the.
got a chance now.
Are you kidding me?
But
Okay.
Lel will definitely be able to defend the tree. Alright. Nice, the summons.
Yeah,
They're
the
really
Summons
good now.
doing a good job here.
That's where the Fire Lord shines.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, I mean, Wiz is not prepared for base race at all. He has one nice building here in the center. This is good. And also, of course, the island, but the island is scouted, and apart from it, I think...
And the problem is this isn't a Tree of Life, so...
Yeah, it will be
True.
revealed
Not so strong
soon
like this.
if the tree dies. And the island, I think, in this situation is more of a reason to attack him than it is a reason for him. Like,
And Lelu sees it, so he's okay. He can at any time just send trends there.
I think Rulaz is where all his micro goes. He's microing the guard dog here, the mechanical critter.
Players' forces are under attack.
Lots of buildings down.
Nice, Infernal still on the Chimera Roost. Just need to kill the tree now, though. The big tree.
Yeah, otherwise he can hide it and then it's a new situation.
Lelu is fine, he still has items to sell.
Oh, yeah,
Some of the
quite a lot.
pendants he can still afford to sell, maybe. If he really needs to.
Forces are under attack.
But he shouldn't lose the wisps, that's like main concern for him now.
And it's risky for him to keep all of his stuff
Yeah.
so close, but I mean, it works pretty often. If there are no air armies, I think it can easily win you the game if you have your trees all in, like, hidden in a tree line as he does here. It's not that easy to kill them all.
Yeah. It's hard to stuff all the heroes to attack.
And Wiz is killing, Rulaz is killing the edge of the floor in the center here, so all of a sudden it's looking super grim for Wiz here.
And the Tinker it's not so strong when you don't have HP.
He's getting tons of damage all the time with all that Orb of Venom. Lelu once again. These Owl Scouts is kind of what won him War 3 Champions, and this gives so much good information again.
Yeah.
There goes the Chimera Roost. So Wiz is officially down to 1, 2, 3 buildings.
A player's forces are under
So we have 3 buildings for Lelu, 3 buildings for Wiz, 4 buildings for Joggel, and I think it's roughly like 15 for Rulaz. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wonder if he can defend it though.
14.
Oh yeah, he's gonna cut his way through the trees here, very slowly.
Shouldn't
Could
he use
fit a main in there.
Shouldn't he use the Zeppelin to, like, can't you drop him in the back?
Yeah,
instead of
definitely. Yeah, you
cutting
can, of
down
course.
this? So you should definitely not cut down the. He's
I
not
mean-
cutting down. He's.
But against all, it doesn't matter so much.
Now he
It's
does.
really-
I think now that's what he does. I think he was only harvesting lumber and not.
Yeah,
cutting down.
maybe.
Yeah, he was. The worker was moving back with wood. So
Finally getting... This is why Infernal is good now. He can do this all the time. When nothing else is happening, just slowly whittle down enemy buildings.
Right on.
and also some summons walking across the map from
Yes.
Lelu to Weekend. So yeah, interesting. 3 players here with barely any buildings left and no gold.
And Rulaz with terrible heroes.
I hope we get rewarded. Like, this is usually like, I think the setup here has been a bit too long for this like final base race, but it's like a great scenario for us if all players have like just a few buildings left, and then it's like usually speeding up quite quickly at some point.
If it gets to the freeway fast, then yeah.
Yeah. So we'll
We
see.
should just
here.
kill the elf with the island at this point, I think. Or like
Yeah.
it's logical to do.
Yeah, I mean the island is like the perfect reason to team him out now,
Yeah.
I guess.
And speed it up a bit.
Yeah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, and the Tinker is staying in here for pretty long. He knows he has Rejo back home, but
He has no staff
So-
anymore. He sold that, so it's a little more risky
Even
than
sold
before.
TP stuff, yeah.
yeah, and Rulaz losing one building after the other here. So that was building 16, that was building 15. So Rulaz down to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buildings already. So 11 buildings, but he has most gold, right? 700. Yeah, he has most gold.
Summons just died on the way. One lava spawn, maybe get one shot.
A
One,
town is under siege.
2 shots.
Gyro sees that the Lich is alive. Good. Do you have that confirmed?
We have a bit of a Zeppelin
A player's
standoff here.
forces are under attack.
Just 2 Zeppelins passing with 1 worker in it each.
Okay, we're back to stalemate after a little action. Not too much changing, I think.
Yeah, there's so much on the line, right? I mean, I guess at some point, I mean, either they continue to weaken Rulaz here, but all the other players have barely anything left to be weakened. So you could kill the island of Wiz, but yeah, someone needs to make the first move here.
Rulaz still has 750 gold, 2 workers.
Lelu is making
Yeah,
islands
Lelu
soon.
is also going for an island here.
Town is
And he could be smarter and build Tree of Life.
Yeah, he will do it. And also there's... Oh no, he can't. Look here. It's not.
Oh,
Look at all the
yeah, I
trees there.
see.
Tree of
Yeah,
Party.
maybe it's been insured about.
Yeah, I think at least here in the north it is. So he could remove a few more trees. I think he can fit one there,
a
but
player's forces are
not
under attack.
not
Oh,
over there.
Rulaz is finishing Joggel.
Yeah, on to last bit of fight here. Hero
It's a bit
Arena.
surprising. But
Yeah, for sure. Very surprising, and I don't think he can manage that.
A town
He
is
can
under
accomplish.
he only has 1 ziggurat. He really can't build anything, so maybe. Just
wonder
one more
if-
attacking.
Oh,
nice.
save.
That was pretty close.
But he might still catch a panda. Nice block, but
Run,
no,
run,
the
run,
panda
Look at the
run.
main base. He was
Yeah.
he was pretty lucky that
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tinker just
Oh!
moved back.
Panda will die probably, because he will catch up with the aura to sleep it.
Also
Oh,
stand
he's not
still.
paying attention right now.
Archmage is safe.
Paladin has a few heals left, so he should survive.
Yeah.
But now Joggel has a great, like, I mean, Joggel has to attack Rulers now, unless, like, they peace, but, I mean, this is...
Funny, the 2 weakest players going for each other's throat.
I mean, usually, like, if that happens, it's, like, still, like, the 2 weakest players are
under attack.
the ones that can usually, like, they are the ones that can be defeated most quickly.
Yeah.
And
Sleep.
Paladin almost out of mana.
Paladin
Now
staffed again to the same
Paladin
place.
is knocked out, but now
Staff.
that's
Oh!
leaving the Archmage.
Staff! Why didn't he staff?
And the Tinker can potentially kill the Pally if he wants. Or the Undead can just do it on his own. Yeah, if he loses the Paladin, that's bad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I would...
Staff again.
And Panda is dying. Nice.
Oh, poor
So-
Rulaz. Poor
Yeah.
Rulaz.
One wrong move by him after like not having moved for so long. One
Yeah.
wrong move, and then all of a sudden, and this is exactly what happens, right? If you are the one who is making the move, that's why no one wants to do it.
Right.
You're at risk of just losing everything in a few minutes. So
Yeah,
this
But
is
I'm
why you-
scared he just won't leave, because he still has gold for Ultra and 1 hero, so it's not the end, maybe.
Pretty sure that every move that Rulaz did in the past 1 hour was wrong.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
one.
yeah, it's so easy to say from Ops perspective, but yeah, in general, I think he played it too passive before when he could have like easily attacked someone with someone else, and then
That's gonna die.
Oh,
yeah, and-
last building? Oh no, there's
Oh,
another
never
one.
mind.
It's another
no,
one.
a Tomb of Relics only though. He wants to preserve his last. Oh no, he has no gold. Never
But
mind.
it's revealed instantly anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's him.
And he has no item either. He can't do anything.
Yeah.
Rulaz sentenced them to die, like all of them.
I mean, they are moving across top right, but yeah, Joggel definitely out here.
Oh, GG, Joggel. Fighting back strong.
Staffs.
GG.
A player's forces
No problem for him to get back. He has a wisp on the island.
Yep.
Rulaz will have to wait a million years before he can do anything. Lil has the killer instinct here.
Yeah, I think so too. Do you think he should go for it? I mean, perfect call here by him to kill the altar, but
Yeah.
I think he should kill Wiz, because Wiz is with the Tinker, I think is the way bigger threat. I mean, look at the damage here that Wiz does just with the Tinker.
Yeah.
But also, like, Starfall Volcano is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, now no farms. Now he really secured it. Rulaz is dead. There's the tank though. There's one tank.
True, there's the tank.
But now the Tinker's gonna get weakened and the trees will just eat trees.
As trees do. Oh man, that was a beauty ultimate combo, I gotta say.
For sure. Imagine Rulaz wins this with the tank. I mean, there's a tank and 3 spell breakers, so it's not as if he has like nothing. I saw a way. I saw worse.
a player's forces are under
Stop playing. It's just a wish at this point. Why would he stop?
There's a building left, there's a peasant left, there's gold left. He can
Do you
survive
think-
for a little.
Do you think Wiz feels confident to finish Lelu alone here with his units? I
I
mean,
don't think so.
if you're Wiz, you should like ask. I mean, he realizes he should realize what's going on, and he should use Rulaz to attack Lelu now. That's his only chance then.
Well, Rulaz is out of the game now.
Yeah, I mean, Lelu is so good in these endgame situations, and Wiz is pretty inexperienced, and Rulaz has not much, but his units are now attacking here.
One more
Let's see.
building. Okay, finally unfolding these armies.
Yeah, good call to attack now here before Lelu's hero stuff back, but I mean, they can't really make that much happen, can they? The tank
He
is...
needs to kill the farm fast.
Yeah, he
before-
gets... Exactly. He's going for the farm. Is he fast enough, though?
Here, yeah.
Oh, Town Hall. Nice.
Okay. That's nice.
Okay,
And
things
then
are...
with the
Just
Lelu's-
units playing StarCraft.
And this could be Lelu's defeat here. I mean, at least the Edge of Wind is certainly going to die. And now, oh, he's letting in the Mountain Giants.
Nice, nice. That
Ooh.
could have gone with the bears as well, but at least something.
Ouch. Okay, Potom is back, secured by the tree. GG is called. Okay, that doesn't mean too much in
Is it
FFA,
though?
we know.
Oh, the Fire Lord has no staff.
Oh no,
I
there's...
think he should have staffed back the Fire Lord and not the
He's
Priest.
building a moonwell on the
Yeah,
island.
yeah.
Yeah. Good
This
call
is
here.
nice. At least something nice in the end. Tinker without mana.
And don't forget, like the Town Hall of Rulaz is revealed, right? So everyone
I know.
can see
Is
that one
it?
on the minimap.
I'm not sure.
It is. He did not build anything in the meantime, did he?
Oh, okay. I thought when you build the hall, it automatically cancels.
No, yeah, it cancels the reveal, but the hall
Yeah.
itself will still
I
be
see,
revealed.
yes.
So that's
Okay.
why, in order to be unrevealed completely, you have to start building one to be unrevealed,
Yeah,
then
and
cancel
so
that
on,
one,
yeah.
and then build the one you want to keep.
Yeah. Yeah, but the tree was just too tanky and in a nice choke point.
Yeah, and
well
so now
defended.
Lelu will certainly try to get that town hall, and that's, I mean,
That's the end for Rulaz
I
then.
mean, I think he should have stopped building it and should have gotten the peasant into the Zeppelin and then built something else elsewhere. Now he's down to just that
There's a farm in the
one
bottom.
worker. Yeah, and that peasant is dead.
This is a
So-
good farm on the mercenary camp. It's hard to see on the map.
Which one you mean?
This
I missed that worker entirely. Good call. I completely missed that one.
There's still a tank, there's still breakers flying around. Mountain Giant is the bouncer, keeping that tree safe.
And
But
this tree of eternity is much more exposed. So this
Is
one will
Volcano
die.
ready? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, it is.
the
Volcano
thing
is.
is, what can Rulaz do anyway, though? Even if he has invisible farm, he has 2 Dragonhawks.
I mean, in theory, I guess. I mean, the tank died, right?
There's one more
that-
tank.
No, it's still in the Zeppelin.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
so I think he can win. Like, if it's just one Moonwell and he plays it really well, potentially, I think he can. I mean, against 2 bears, I guess the 1 tank and 2 spellbreakers can easily kill a Moonwell.
Oh, Starfall.
Ooh, does he reach? Yes, he does.
Yeah,
But it's not
But
enough
also
damage.
The
does
Zeppelin
it?
here. The Zeppelin is still getting.
Oh.
No, barely out of range.
Oh, is he moving it back in?
Did you
No.
notice
Oh,
that?
the volcano. The volcano.
Oh no, that's the last building, isn't it? Where
Yeah.
Wiz?
Yeah.
No,
No.
he has one edge of floor here.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
So everyone
Does he have
down
a wisp though? Yeah, he does.
Is
Okay.
everyone down at one building?
No, Lelu has 2 still, which I think.
Ah,
puts them
yeah.
into
The moonwell and the
strongest.
tree. Oh man, this ending is making up for a lot.
Ooh, and the summons passed by the
Oh.
opening.
Are under attack.
Take a turn, take a turn. Needed somewhere else, I guess.
I would say maybe Lelu doesn't realize, but he could have just taken the tree with him now. And just go with his heroes next to the tree around the map.
And they
Then-
need, yeah, they have like a 2-minute window now to kill Lelu. Otherwise, they have no chance here.
If you just walk with the tree, then you can't die. Nice.
A
They
player's
can
forces
go for the
are under
moonwell.
attack.
Yeah, Wiz is still gold. Oh, talents shackled. Not bad.
The 2 villains are going to die most likely, and then
Lelu has
hello
so
moving in here.
Lelu has so many items to sell.
Yeah, the tank is. I mean, he can drop the tank to the island. I guess that's the only way for that. Or the island could easily die here for Lido, but I don't see them killing this tree. Like no chance, I think. If he keeps close to the tree line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to keep eating trees. And
Yeah,
will
he's
be
moving
fine.
in, but yeah, I mean, you're never going to kill that tree.
Don't think
And
so
he's
either.
losing.
Yeah.
I
Rulaz
think he
is trying
should
to
have waited
help.
for that tank.
Will Tinker die?
Yeah, probably. Nah.
Player's forces are under attack.
Oh, the tank here. At the
Tank
top
drop.
right.
Treants can't help. That moonwell is gone.
Yeah, but I mean, he has a wisp to repair the Tinker, I guess. So you could do that, but I think it takes too long. I think
He
that.
has bears in the Zeppelin, but
Oh yeah, you're right. He has bear, so he can heal it,
Yeah.
and I guess he can still get another building here, which he did on the island.
yeah, but how can they kill the tree when it's like this? Lelu is doing the right thing here.
He did, but I mean, you saw how low he got that tree with just the
Yeah.
Tinkers. I think if they play it smart, they can kill it, but it's just
Maybe.
so hard to coordinate.
Maybe with 2 bears, 1 riot, tank.
Ooh, and a new town hall here for.
Yeah.
Almost finished. I think. I don't know. Does Lelu want to mine for the bottom right, for the mid right?
I think he may go for it, yeah, but
Casual 3-hour expansion.
I don't think he has a wisp though.
He has two in the zap. No.
Oh. Okay. I
but
didn't
this-
see his
yeah,
Zeppelin.
I don't think he did. Does he dare to do it? I mean, he's waiting there, so he certainly tries to.
Okay, Rulaz has 2 buildings again.
I mean, I guess you don't really want to root your tree because then you can't eat trees. So I don't think
Player's
that's.
forces are under
I mean,
attack.
you can try, but
And it gets more from the tank as well.
okay, now they move in together. But I think
Is it with the tank? Yes, it is. Okay, he wants to get the
the
tree.
tank is being blocked here.
Oh.
Nice factory.
Yeah,
Nice
really
factory.
nice block. Lelu eating the
And-
trees that could heal History of Eternity. That's Lelu's last building, is it not?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
oh man, that was so close.
Oh, it
But
is
not-
close.
He got another moonwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like if Wiz used his bear with raw, I
Wow.
think it would definitely be enough.
Can he
sure.
reach?
What is
There's
he
one
doing?
more.
Turning around.
Zap, 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 zap.
What's he doing? Why is he not? Where's he going?
He wanted the zap. There we go. Zeppelin down. Only the
That was-
tank.
Wait.
A town is
Yeah,
under
that
siege.
was a bad turnaround here for him. And I think Rulaz had the chance to win this. If they kill Lelu's tree, I think Rulaz could have potentially killed with 2 buildings. So, but now, yeah.
Oh,
Well, nice for Lelu that he wins, because he denies points from all of them now.
Yeah, for Lelu it's good. Like as a sub, he can't get any points, but of course the other players can't get like full points for victory either.
I think Rulaz had 2 victories, so
Yeah.
nice for him to deny that.
Mountain
think
Giant
tops-
is killing the building.
Yeah. Top score here should definitely go to Lelu. So even like 3 additional points denied.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's even bigger.
Yeah.
Can't kill the tree, I guess. Rulaz 4 gold. 1 supply.
Finally Wiz is moving. Finally Wiz is moving in here with his bears. That I think that was I mean, again, easier said than done, but since he had 2 bears, like Roar is so powerful, and when he saw with the first attack how low he got that tree of eternity, I think it should have been obvious to him that he needed like Roar on the Tinker. And I think with Roar and 1 bear, I think he had a chance to deal enough damage there.
Okay, Rulaz 0 supply.
Forces are under attack.
Town hall gone. Only the farm
Now
left.
he's moving in. Again, no Roar here. And yeah, this is it. Rulaz.
Lelu might forget Rulaz is no in the game.
There we go. 3-hour expansion. Only the Tinker for Wiz, really. He gonna hack this gold mine, build more stuff. What can you do?
And he doesn't have the talent. Could end it faster with that. Just fly to the island.
Call me the ultimate point denier.
This
Lelu
guy
is,
just wins everything. You know?
he's undefeatable when we are streaming. He's
Yeah.
not losing an FFA when we're here.
He is playing super well. I remember, I think he started playing in 2020? No, it was
Yeah,
right
something
before.
like that.
It was right before the pandemic, I think. So I guess it must have been like autumn 2019. But so for FFA standards, like he hasn't played for a long time, but he was super active, of course, and like he's. I mean, he learned so quickly, and he has the mechanics to play well, and his FFA sense and his endurance late game is just unmatched. So, wow.
Quite close, but
Yeah.
only enough probably.
He's giving him a good fight, that's for sure.
Yeah, but no way now.
Okay, can he finally
They
kill
probably
that?
should build
Where's he going?
something.
Forces are
Where's he?
under attack.
Why is everyone moving right into range again?
The
My
bear
goodness.
is still alive. He could finish this, but Wiz calls for the GG. And Lelu, the Finnish happy of FFA, wins again.
Yeah, very well played, and also top score here. So all points denied. Joggel second place in scores. So Joggel 12 points with 12 points. Rulaz last place was also a disadvantage when you play so passive that you usually don't get high end scores. So just 10 points for Rulaz.
Rulaz falling from grace, usually winning everything here in FML, but once we're casting it, shame.
Look at the duration of the game. I mean,
I don't want to look, man.
look at the duration like in the screen. Like, does it say the same for you? For me,
2:22:31.
For me, it's 2 hours 22:22.
Ah,
Yeah, for me as well.
okay. For me, it's a little longer. Anyway, you are right. You are right, 100%.
All right.
Perfect. Okay. Oh man.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. I got to drop.
Always a pleasure, of course. Lil Tic, great debut here on the stream. Feel free to join us anytime.
Yeah, I hope the next game will be better. I didn't like this one at all.
That's what every FFA player says about every FFA game ever played.
That's not true. We had some nice ones. But yeah, sometimes they're quicker, sometimes slower. But I did not enjoy the sitting in this game. But I think early on we saw a lot of cool fights, and the final here was pretty tense.
Yeah.
I
There is
enjoyed
moments.
sitting here in my chair with you guys on my ears.
Okay, see you around, guys.
All right, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye bye.
Thanks, Tic. Bye bye.
I will let you guys out there know when the next FFA is coming. There might be one next week. Tomorrow the schedule is we start at 1 p.m. That is Happy versus Soin. And in the evening hours we have the Experion qualifier where you can qualify for an offline event in Germany at the end of the month. And then on Wednesday, we have the Hive Cup Grand Final, Happy versus Foggy. On Thursday, we're back with Creepjack. On Friday, we have the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup. On Saturday, we have ESL Meisterschaft Grand Finals. And yeah, maybe FFA content as well. Thank you guys for being with me. I will rate you over to Slash once again, who is casting the Holy Energy Cup. Holy Energy, also our sponsor since today. Go check them out at Holy Energy. Use the coupon codes Back to Warcraft for a 10% discount. Back to Warcraft 5 to get $5 off of your first purchase. There's a trial pack that you can get with one of these shaker guys and all different flavors into one pack. Doesn't cost too much. If you use the coupons, it costs even less. Go check it out. Also, backtowarcraft.com/support if you want to support us. Links you to our Patreon page, where we give sneak peek information and news, coaching, replay analysis, music and movie recommendations, fun game evenings, all that good stuff. Also early access to the podcast that resumed this week. Twitch subs, donation, whether it be credit card, PayPal or cryptocurrency, merchandise, and of course our second sponsor, that is CORSAIR, the esports award-winning hardware manufacturer of the year. Has, for example, a new keyboard here, K70, got an update, so go check it out. Also here, Back to Warcraft is the coupon code for a 10% discount. Great gear, award-winning, supports Back to Warcraft. What is there to think about? Just buy. Also on the weekly deals applies as well. I thank you guys for tuning in. We see each other tomorrow. Bye-bye.